Hey, everybody, welcome to episode 369. Don't pay attention to what the screen says, it lies. This is episode 369 of the AAA meeting, and joining me as always is, well, Sinatra. There, Drunkle's gone. Sin, how's it going?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Yeah, it's going good, Yeah, things are upward and onward and whatnot.
Very good, very good. I've been doing nothing but... If my voice sounds a little harsh, I've been doing nothing but yard work today, and... Okay.
What the fuck
I've
was
been doing
that?
nothing but... It's apparently some motorcycle just hit Mach speed outside.
No, I thought it was thunder. I'm like, duck.
No, just a douchebag.
Yeah.
I've been doing nothing but yard work today, and apparently leaf blowing kicked up a lot of dust, which seemingly aggravated my throat and sinuses. But I'm here. Hello.
Good. Have you ever had one of them allergy tests? Do they still do them like they did back in the day?
Oh,
where
the scratch tests?
Maybe not. What's that look like?
They just like take stuff with a little bit of oil or whatever on it and kind of like scratch you with it and see what the reaction is.
No, I didn't even know that was a variety of allergy tests.
I just saw it on TV a few times.
The one that I've seen on TV a few times is the pattern, like they just known allergens and they just dot you and it looks like a grid pattern of dots on your back or whatever. They just touch your skin with a whole bunch.
Yeah, it's a scratch test.
Oh, that's okay. So same thing. Yeah,
That's what it's called.
You ever have one of them done?
No.
No, neither have I.
But it like I was kicking up fucking just. I went through with my leaf blower and it looked like it was foggy. There was so much dust and dirt and shit.
I would love to narrow down. There's millions of allergens in the world, and it could be anything. So just take like a general antihistamine against your stuff. It's like, okay, for the longest time, I had no allergies whatsoever, and all of a sudden I started getting them. So I think it's actually possible to somehow, if I were rich, narrow down what it is. I'd love to find the offending plant and eradicate it.
I think that as you get older, your allergies and that kind of stuff can change a little bit. I never used to get allergies as a kid either, but now it's like as soon as spring comes, I'm like...
Do you know, I found loads of people...
Oh, hello, late.
Hello, yeah,
How's it going, late?
I sent a message. Hello.
Hey.
Hello on time. Hello, other on time.
Hello.
I sent a message. I was in the shop. I was buying tobacco. I ran out of tobacco. There was a big queue. Well, I mean, we'll get into that in a second.
You were buying tobacco?
Yeah, but there was a big queue.
No, that's fine.
Because
It's just when you say that and you're British, I think of like a Sherlock Holmes Victorian era tobacconist, and I wish those still existed. So I imagine that's where you went.
There's at least one in my city. You can go and get your own blend made.
See that of cigarettes pre-rolled.
Yeah.
See, maybe to you that seems like that's a thing. To me, that seems luxurious.
Oh no, it is. I mean, dude, it ain't cheap.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it. Like, Sin, imagine being able to, I want 20% Turkish, 50% Virginian, like whatever, your own blended tobacco, and they pre-roll you cigarettes, and that you go in and you pick them up, and it's like, hi, I'm Rudiger Devenstein, here to pick up my blend.
My blend,
Yeah,
right.
Hey yo, invest in stocks, gamers.
Alright, now just wait for my fucking time!
E to the dubs, it's pulling up.
Bitch, let me have it! I'm that savage!
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Baby, it's a habit!
Uncle, you came in. Oh, wait, hold on. I was going to say you came in just in time, but I was wrong. Festonia, and all of the legendary status that Festonia holds on to. Thank you for the $25. Hiya, Polly. Hiya, Festonia. I ask for the meatballing to begin. You may ask for the meatballing to begin. Oh, wait, hold on.
It's a verb.
Meatballing, that's a thing. There's your hat. Floating in the middle of nowhere. And, no, that's, there you are. 4K Drunkle. But Sinatra.
No, he didn't. No, he said meatballing.
Yeah, I know, but you weren't here because you weren't here. You understand what I'm saying? I can't have you on the couch if you're not here.
I wasn't here because I wasn't here. Yeah, I get that.
You weren't there on the screen because you weren't here in voice.
But I was here in spirit.
Oh,
Yeah, you should try being here on time.
Yeah, fair. I take it on my many chins.
There is Sinatra in his first evolution in the meatballisms to the second highest evolution that the meatball can go. The meatball sandwich with plenty of melty cheese on top, because that's how it's good. There is one more level, his ultimate form, that no one has seen yet, actually. But we could get there.
Oh,
We'll get there.
I hope so.
So yeah, thank you, Festonia. So luxurious tobacco.
Yeah, no, I thought this was just regular, boring old, finest Virginia tobacco.
So you got like a pack of Lucky Strikes?
No, I got a pack of Golden Virginia. But I
Oh.
roll my cigarettes, you see, so it was a pack of tobacco. Which is why I said I was getting my tobacco. I wasn't buying cigarettes, I was buying tobacco to make cigarettes.
Oh, okay. I thought that's just how the British said it. And it's like, you go to the liquor store to get
Well, now,
beer.
how the
but-
British say it, we're not actually allowed to say on the stream.
That's true.
Mind you, our pack of
That's
fags.
true.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Of course it is.
Well, I'm
Let's
allowed
see
to
some
say
of that
it. That's-
resolve that you've been boasting about.
Yes, the speed run to channel cancellation. I don't know why. Far gave me a talking to last week about that, actually. What is it with you? And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's... Was it Golden Virginia? You said Virginian.
Sorry, I thought you were telling a story. Yeah, Golden Virginia. It's,
I just want to see what this looks like. I'm going to look.
well, this is...
It's very green for something called golden.
The packet is green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since 1877. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I would. I pulled out my packet here, but to read out, like only the finest blends of Virginian tobacco. But this is written in. It looks like Russian. Because of course I didn't pay full price for it. I got it duty free. Anyone goes out of the country, they go, "Do you want anything, mate?" Yeah. Here, get me some Golden Virginia. Yeah, how much? So you get like fucking 20 pouches of Golden Virginia for
Sure.
fucking dirt cheap because you're not paying British tax on it.
This boom, here. Let me just share the screen so you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say things. You know how it is.
I do.
Go smoother video because we do have some videos today later. And we'll get into. Here we are. Does your
That's the stuff.
does your
It-
pack
that's
have the
original.
giant smoking kills or whatever warning across it like that?
Fuck yeah!
That
I mean,
sucks.
that is from a while ago, right? Now, they also, they have a warning, like, children breathe your smoke, or something like that. And then you'll have a photo of a toddler smoking a cigarette.
Oh, but-
So the one I got right here
Uh-huh.
is smoking while pregnant harms your baby. I'm assuming because it's written in Russian, right? And there's a photo next to it of a man and a woman like cradling each other over a teeny tiny baby coffin.
Are you serious?
Dude, I'm not joking. I would not joke about this.
That is pulling the emotional heartstrings. Good lord.
But it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work.
I'm not.
Dennis Leary. I think he made that joke the best and took it the furthest. Bless you, Sam. I remember a old stand-up comedy routine of his that I watched on YouTube. He's like, you see these warnings that come on cigarette packs now? You could make them black with a skull and crossbones on them and call them tumors. I'd still smoke them. So would everyone else. And I'm like,
Yeah, I'm already in it. So you're not. Nothing's changing.
I already feel bad.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they somehow Democrats got this accomplished with firearms? I could see it, Sin, because you said like the child's coffin and whatnot, and people crying over it. I could see that. Democrats putting pictures on the outside of gun boxes when you go to your FFL to pick up a picture of like I don't know.
Just David Hogg.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
It's just David Hogg staring at you
staring
judgmentally.
disapprovingly.
Exactly. See, I was going in the direction of I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Yeah.
Hey yo, invest in
Oh,
stocks,
shit.
gamers.
There we go.
Just wait for my fucking tag.
E to the dubs. It's
It
potted
is
up.
me.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Baby, it's a habit.
Festonia once again with legendary proof. Thank you for the $25. Oh, what? 1 second.
Hi, Bambi.
We haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that's been a minute.
Thumper, what have you done? The Lord's work. That's what Thumper's done. Festonia, thank you very much. Okay, fuck it. I'm game. Bring forth the leveled up meatball. Make sin look even more delicious. Love y'all.
That's
No
true.
homo. Wait, what happened to my... I had 6%.
Yeah, where's this homo, man?
All right. So, yeah, the level up. I give you the kaiju meatball.
Kaiju meatball.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Uh-oh.
It's
wait for it
it's
to pop up
crushed
on
you,
screen.
Drunkle. You're under there.
Cloudy with a chance of me.
And that ain't no regular meatball. If you take a look, you'll see that it's a meatball stuffed with spaghetti. It's that big.
Wow, you made an inverted bolognese.
Yes. That takes up
Oh, wow.
the entire
You're
couch.
listening to the mellow sounds of European existential dread. We'll be with you through the long, dreary night until the grim, pale milk wash of dawn intones the start of yet another joyless day of your empty, desperate life.
I do have to say, I do look pretty delicious.
You do look delicious.
You do. No one likes the look of their own insides. Now, I say this as someone who doesn't like cheese,
Uh-huh.
but that's not enough cheese.
You don't think so?
Yeah, you need
Nah.
a little more. A little more.
I don't think you're considering the size of that meatball. That's an entire wheel of Parmigiano Reggiano that's on there.
Oh shit! Really?
Well, I mean, it's
we need 2 wheels.
it's the size of a full couch, man. It's crushed you.
We need a bicycle amount of Parmesan. 2 wheels.
You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you for the $22 and the exploding Bambi, who completely had it coming. I know it's shy of evolving the meatball, but it's been too long since we've seen that little bastard got what he deserves. Also, smash the like button before Thumper reloads. Fucking dipshit cocksuckers.
Woof.
Steve Dave, telling it like it is. And Donkey Punch Bandit, thank you for the reminder of our empty, desperate lives as we drive down the highway at night, experiencing our European existential dread. Hey, you fuckers. How y'all doing today? Me and my wife just hanging around, spending her birthday.
My wife and I.
Donkey Punch Bandit, your wife and I are hanging around, spending her birthday, or birthday, Sin? No,
Yeah, it'd be
it's
her birthday.
It'd be her birthday, okay. Spending
Sin just sounded so dejected right there. Like he's,
Have
he's
I taught
sick
you
of
people
correcting
nothing?
People.
nothing we're going to remember.
Yeah, fair enough.
Spending her birthday with the best damn meeting online. Well, hello, Donkey Punch Bandit, or Mrs. Donkey Punch Bandit. How you doing? Happy birthday. And,
Happy birthday! Yeah, bye, indeed.
yeah, and Pat had asked earlier, your boy Pat, who's in chat, hey Pat, why is Sin a meatball sandwich? Well, you answered your own question, or well, you had your question answered because you've seen Sin evolve into a meatball, peak form. Notice the detail. He's actually casting a shadow on Washington crossing the Delaware. That's how big you've become.
Well, that just makes me think that the lighting is coming from up under me instead of above down.
There is a
Oh,
Bro,
I'll
there's a-
take that. Notice my detail.
there is a candle in front of you, bro.
That is outdoing the lights on the ceiling and the one on the painting.
Yeah.
Do you know how much time he spent stabilizing that exploding whale video?
I have no regrets of carrying on how long it takes me to do this stuff because I don't know. That's my grind. I sit in Discord listening to people grind out XP and fucking what's that? Wafram game, Warframe.
Waff.
That's what Zelthor calls it, Wafram.
Alright.
I tried that game. I was not happy with it. I don't like that kind of shit. It's basically just, hey, you do the same thing over and over and level up.
If you're into leveling up games, that's golden, right? Like armoring up and
And I am. That's the thing.
Okay.
And I still didn't like it.
that version of it you can't get down with. I was told by
Yeah.
Quiz mentioned it and Zelthor did, and then who was the other person? I think it was Platty said, if you like skins that actually do something, that game's for you. Because there's a lot of just decorative skins you can get for your ship or your armor or whatever that don't do nothing. They just look pretty. You know what I mean? Whereas like Warframe, no. When you get something new that looks different, it does
Yeah.
something. And I'm like, okay.
But that's pay to play or pay to win. You got to like pay to get tokens to do all that kind of shit.
I
Man,
don't
you
think
always end
Zelthor
up
spent a penny. I think he's one of those dudes that grinds it out proper lag.
It might have.
You always end up with some skin that is like, you go, well, this one has got the best stats, but this one looks cool and doesn't have the best stats. I don't like that decision.
You know, you see, if you'll direct your attention to the painting, I'm just looking over at it right now. The Washington Cross and the Delaware there. You see the trouble that I went through to make sure that the light appeared on the frame of that painting, right? Yeah, Washington staring at you with electric judgment. He knows the lighting on his painting is just fine. And we're going to be speaking about a Washington painting today, as luck would have it.
Why isn't the shadow flickering if the candle's flickering, Polly?
You know what? You actually, when we get off stream, I'll get into a technical question about that. The short answer is I don't know how to do it.
Tell everyone.
Well, I don't know how to do it convincingly. There's the short answer. I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, whereas a giant meatball.
No, that I had on lock. That was just... I didn't grab that meatball from nowhere, bro. I just didn't like type in giant meatball into image search and then just grab it. I went searching. You know how... I spent an embarrassingly long time looking for that meatball sandwich, the right one. Because this is for Sinatra. It can't just be any old meatball sandwich.
I mean, that's not just with Google either. Like, a lot of people will spend their actual lives looking for the best meatball sandwich. And I salute those people.
Yeah. You know what, Darren Root? You got a point. That's not peak Sinatra. Where's the Super Saiyan glow? I will put Super Saiyan spiky hair and a glow around that meatball. Yeah. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because that's not a bad idea, actually, Darren Root. I'm going to go ahead with that. If it is peak form, it's only right? Yeah.
Right.
Okay. What was I doing here? Right. Hakira, thank you for the 1776. Greatly appreciated, and always the patriot. Democrats pass bill. All guns must now have danger, may cause death, stamped into the slider receiver, unintentionally making guns more awesome. You're right.
Well, you see, my grandfather used to make this the point about, because in the UK, you got that smoking kills thing, and they've actually got worse with it. They actually said that now 50% of the packaging has to be warnings. 50%, and then on top of that, now you can't even get the green thing that you're seeing right now. All tobacco pouches look the same. All cigarette packets look the same. It's this fucking drab grey colour, and it just says at the bottom what it is in the same font. There's no logos or anything.
Right.
It's mostly warnings, right? Now, my grandfather used to say, well, that's fucking stupid. Why don't they do the same with cars?
If they did that with everything that you could cause death to, everything would have a label on it.
Well,
but it's just a little bit of something to get, hey, look, we're making changes.
Right. Exactly.
It does nothing. They also made it so you got to cover up your tobacco in the shops. So now they're all behind screens. Because apparently the fucking zany colours what getting people to fucking smoke. But he was right. Like, fucking cars cause more respiratory illnesses than smoking does.
You know what? I bring up shit like that, and people accuse me of, well, that's a distraction. That's not what I was talking about. If you made a full argument, it would have been a response to what you said, because why do you care? Here, follow me on this one for a second, okay? Why do you care about people dying from cigarettes? Because lives are valuable, right? Yeah. Okay, then say that. Because
or warnings are dumb. Like, pick one.
This is what I mean. Like, if these people are so stupid, maybe their lives aren't worth saving. Or do you think lives have inherent value? Well, if you do, then say that. And that may sound pedantic. It's like, well, everybody knows that. If you don't say it, it's not part of a logical argument, and I can't present refutations of it if you don't present a full argument. Why are you trying to save lives? I mean, for example, you wouldn't want to save lives during a war, would you? For your enemies' lives? Why would you be going out of the way to save your enemies' lives during war? So it's not always, somebody's attacking you or your family. Are you trying to save lives at that moment? So it's not a universal truth. Don't give me that.
The first picture on the row beneath that picture is what the packets look like now.
The first picture.
Look at that, lovely and green. That's what that is. Golden Virginia original as well. That is the same brand, and that is what they look like now.
Oh, I've heard the thing that the label and whatnot must be extremely generic. Not.
They all look like that.
All have the same
There's
text
no branding
and everything.
at all.
Yeah.
And look, I wasn't joking. You got smoking causes heart attacks, and then you got a picture of a dead guy. No smoker has ever fucking looked down and just went, do you know what? They're right.
Yeah.
We know they're right.
The last time that that thing came up, since this relates, right? This argument that don't you care about people that are dying, and they were referring to the assault weapons ban.
No.
Well, and I said the majority of deaths in the United States, and you can imagine what I was about to say, right? So you talk about firearm deaths. You already mentioned that over 40,000 a year. Like, well, most of those are suicides, and your prohibition is not going to affect the majority of things. The majority of handgun or firearm homicides, and the majority of homicides by firearm are handguns. And his response was, that is a good argument to ban handguns, not a good argument against banning assault weapons. And
these people just don't think anything past what they want.
No, I agree.
No,
if they had, like I said, this may have sounded pedantic, but think about this. If they had argued the actual full point that they were trying to say, I want to save as many lives as possible, firearms cause deaths, therefore I want to ban so-called assault weapons. Then you're going after the wrong thing if you want to save as many lives as possible, jackass. You see, say the whole thing, and then I'll be able to actually respond to it, as opposed to, don't you want to save children's lives in school? If you want to go after particularly school shooters, you should stop getting news entertainers to promote the shit out of school shooters, because future school shooters idolize them. That is the most consistent thing amongst them.
That's the one thing Shapiro said that I have never found any cause to disagree with. We just shouldn't say their names.
Daily Wire, we never say their name because it's a consistency that any psychologist who studies it will tell you. Yes, I agree. Yes, you're right.
Well, the anti-smoking lobby, they did start going down the route of passive smoking. And
secondhand?
I mean, what? Secondhand,
Okay, all right.
passive smoking, secondhand smoke. Yeah, so 13% of smokers cause 50% of heart attacks, right?
Okay, that was good. That was good. Go on.
But then there's also such thing as responsible smokers, well, like people who they do not smoke around children and don't blow smoke in other people's faces, just like there are obviously responsible gun owners. The thing, you look at this packet right here. This is fucking nannying. And how is this any different to, as you said, putting a fucking warning on the side of a gun? Warning may cause death. But I know. That's why I'm doing it. I'm firing off a couple of rounds at the range for the same reason I smoke while I'm at work, because I'm stressed out and I need a fucking release.
Right.
How about instead of doing all of this, we actually fucking go to the root of the cause? And that is that people's lives are shit.
I would agree. I mean,
I don't mean you.
Yeah,
Obviously, you're not responsible.
well, imagine a Venn diagram, circle diagram, right? And in one circle, you've got people that agree that fat phobia is a thing and that big is beautiful. And then in the other circle, there are people who want to ban assault weapons. What do you think the crossover is there with people that want to argue for secondhand smoking? Let me see if I get this right. Big fat land-dwelling butter whales are fine and healthy, but smoking a cigarette's going to kill somebody a block away. Do you really?
It's probably a circle.
Yeah, it's just one over the other. A friend of mine said, you got to stop arguing about inconsistency because it's everywhere in the world and you're going to go crazy. And I was like, man, maybe if you told 12-year-old Polly that, you could have made a difference, but it's too late now.
It's too late. I'm set in my ways.
Asking for... You want to talk about consistency? Sin, I was watching the committee hearing earlier today about the Hunter Biden IRS investigation and the whistleblowers. Did you hear about it or watch any of it?
I have not. I've been outside 90% of the day today.
Right, you're doing your
Doesn't
yard
that
work,
sound like a Nancy Drew novel, though? Like Hunter Biden and the whistleblower.
Right? Just whistleblowers unveiled and then what they were saying in the investigation. And what I was watching was Republicans asking questions of there's a given amount of politicians during any hearing that's televised that are going to grandstand from both parties and independents as well. They're just going to take the opportunity to, you want to vote for me again, and I know that some people from my constituency are watching me right now, so I better bloviate and embellish everything I'm saying. And that happened. But what I saw largely, the people that were genuine were Republicans on the subcommittee saying, so you were told to cease this portion of the investigation. Yeah. At what point? And it's like, at this time. Who told you to do that? My direct superior. Do you know where your direct superior got? You understand? Like, establishment of chain of orders and what was it you were told to stop doing and when. And it was always, stop looking into Hunter Biden, stop looking into this. Don't worry about this tax aspect. Hold off. Well, when do I get to start this investigation? And then after the statute of limitations had expired, they were told to go over their research, summarize, and submit a final report. Oh, that looks bad. That looks like you were being told to hold off until the time to prosecute had expired. And then once it had, you were told to submit a final report. Like, what final report?
Oh, darn, I missed it.
Yeah. What final report? You told me not to do anything for like 4 years straight. You want me to start with many moons ago? I was looking into this and... Then the Democrats respond with Trump. This is
Do
all...
they realize that Trump's not in office anymore?
No. Well, yes, but he's still useful to bring up. January 6th and Trump, I should be honest. Their response was, this is an attempt to defend Donald Trump. This is an attempt to distract from January 6th. After that giant showboat fucking investigation hearing, the hearings that you had on January 6th, you're going to complain about a subcommittee asking a couple of IRS people that came forward of their own volition, whistleblowers. You're going to question their credibility? After you indicted fucking Viking guy for walking and being escorted into the Capitol?
I think that it's just two different systems. Only one set of whistleblowers are meant to be taken seriously, but the other one need to be ignored completely because they're clearly conspiracy theorist QAnoners.
Yes. It's when we're talking about, like, the double standard of you really, really care. It sounds like you do. And then a situation comes up that might damage the credibility of their party. It's really not much more than that. And in there lies the current president, right, in the upcoming election. And all of a sudden, that thing they were so principled about is gone. I understand how people resort to black pill thinking, that all of these people are scumfucks, all politicians.
I don't even think it's black pill thinking. I think it's just reality.
It's just reasonable.
I think it's reasonable to say that a wildly concerning amount, I'd be hesitant to apply a number to it because it probably varies, of people that are there for really personal interest reasons. I don't think everybody who's sitting on that subcommittee is devoid of all principle, but enough of them are that it kind of makes any...
Hey, yo, invest in stonks, gamers.
Alright, now just wait for my fucking time!
E to the dubs. It's polydub.
Bitch, let me have it! I'm that savage!
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Baby, it's a habit!
Donkey Punch Bandit, thank you for the $25. Fuck, I gotta fix that. And I gotta finish the second Xanakin Skywalk donation. And I still have to finish the donation for fucking the AAA roast. And Drunkle needs to stop distracting me so I can get these things finished.
Why do?
You know,
And when I say I'm finished, I mean Sinatra's got to finish them. So get on it.
I'm doing it.
Like, fuck.
Shut up.
Doggy Punch Bandit, thank you for the $25. On an unrelated note, the wife and I, go fuck yourself, Sin, you phonetic fascist, are excited.
That's me.
Creed just announced their reunion today. So we have a concert to look forward to next year.
Nice.
Are you guys, where's Creed fall in to the genre? I've been interested in what's rock, hard rock, prog rock, metal, industrial metal, black metal. I'm trying to find the distinguishing characteristics. Where's Creed fall?
It was Rocky's friend.
If I remember, they're like alternative rock.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like I kind of stick them into like the category with Three Doors Down and Pearl Jam, that kind of thing.
3 Doors Down?
Yeah.
What,
Maybe I'm thinking of a different 3 Doors Down.
what are 3 Doors Down, like Maroon 5? Like, are they real radio friendly or something?
Close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all kind of like, that all kind of sounds the same to me. I don't know.
Where'd the limes go? Right on the table? You want to sit beside me? You sit beside me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can I do that? Can I sit on the arm of your chair?
No, you can sit on the table right beside me.
No, I want because I want to be like your advisor. Every now and then I'll just whisper something in your ear, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's he saying?" But really, it's just gibberish.
I think people are going to assume that's gibberish. Oh, that looks good. It looks like your limes are the centerpiece for the candle. You know what I mean? That's good. I like that.
Is it good?
People are going to show up at this stream and go, what the fuck is going on in this sitting room? It's weird. It's limes.
I have a new Otter for Friday.
Do you?
Yes, it's good.
Nice.
I previewed it last night, but we have a new one for Friday.
To Polly, who were on the Tuesday show. Nice.
I'm on the Tuesday show?
Say,
on the Tucker show?
You there isn't a Tucker show anymore, is there?
No, there was last night.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw it.
Yeah, look.
Way to
Ollie
support our
cares.
friend, Drunkle.
I
Dude,
know.
I was so fucking tired yesterday, mate. I went to bed so early. I felt like an old man.
You are an old man.
I am now. Gulf City Librarian threw $3 for the Ricky Spanish. He says, fun fact. The smoking kills studies use almost entirely factory cigarettes to paint all tobacco. Pure tobacco products like cigars and pipes, maybe your rollies, were just found unlinked with cancer. Look, I'm sure there is a link. Just not, not as bad as, as you say, we call them tailor-mades over here. Or, weirdly, straights. Which is strange considering what we also call them. But I mean, there is totally, like, with rollies, like, they constantly, if I roll up a cigarette, light it, have a couple of drags and put it down, it will go out. But if you do that with a tailor-made or, a Marlboro, then it will just burn all the way to the end. That's chemicals, baby. That's chemicals. And they're all good.
In your life, not anyone else's, in your life, since we're all smokers here, do you like the cigarettes that go out on their own? Or
I
dislike
love
them?
that we're all smokers because everyone's been coughing since the beginning of the stream.
Which is our right to do.
No, I can't.
I also inhaled probably at least one whole square yard of grass today, so.
Jesus Christ, Sin.
Because I don't know.
I was
Them,
weak.
green, it's
them
good
things
for
go
you,
out a
but,
little fast for my liking. I realize the point is not to have people go up like kindling, but I don't know. It doesn't. That's why I said in your life, because I don't tend to fall asleep with a cigarette in my hand because I'm not a moron.
Well, Shelly is, so it's probably good for her.
Oh, well, yeah.
Smoke in bed,
And considering that you're in the house too, it's probably a good thing that the house doesn't go up, and the kids too.
Yeah.
Let's not
Yeah,
forget
the
about them.
squirrel would
They
die.
can run out.
Yeah.
I've been smoking rolled cigarettes for so long that if someone goes, oh, do you just want a regular cigarette? Matt, it's just a part of a fucking common parlance. I almost said it. Wait, it's Wednesday. I can say it. They go, do you just want a fag? I'll go, no, I can't, because they actually make me feel sick.
That's my word.
That sounded even worse. We're talking about cigarettes, YouTube.
You may not use that word. That's our word.
No, it's just too much for me, man. Because rolled cigarettes are smaller, they're thinner, and especially I roll them like I've been in prison as well from when I worked in the kitchen.
What does
That's
that
fair.
mean? You put them up your butt? What? No, I'm curious what a cigarette prison roll's like. Smaller to make it go further? What's the deal?
It's incredibly, incredibly thin.
Okay.
They'll take a regular cigarette, and you'd probably get like 3 prison cigarettes out of a regular one.
So when you say roll them up, you're not talking like the filter in hollow tube paper. You're talking you get it out of a pack of zigzags and twist?
I mean, I use a filter. Zigzags, they're called. We have Rizzler.
I was about to say, we use extra large paper, the extra large Rizlas and whatnot.
Not extra large. No, we have special ones that are made for cigarettes.
No shit.
Yeah. I'll use a filter as well, but as I roll them so thin, I actually cut the filter in half, and then fucking squeeze that up and use that.
He wants all
I
the
call 'em-
tar sand, all of it.
Because the tobacco, the cigarette itself is so thin, dude. I could smoke 20 of these. I would have smoked about a regular cigarette. They're guilt-free.
Be it. There we go. Save settings. I had completely forgotten that I had a new donation that I just uploaded. Yay!
Oh, no way!
Yeah.
Yes!
Nice one.
It's at the $10
Cool.
point. So, we won't have to listen to the European existential dread. We got a... Sin, I felt a challenge on Friday. You probably didn't mean it as one, or maybe you did. I don't know. You're a pretty cantankerous old man for your
That's
age.
true.
What's that?
Ben.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
He was agreeing with you.
Yeah,
Not so cantankerous now, eh, motherfucker?
Well, I didn't. Yeah, you're right. That's not very cantankerous. You're not helping with my point here. It's like, I've got donations that are. I want violence. I want violence. And I said, I've got violent donations. What are you talking about? You got a cartoon, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? And it actually took me a couple of minutes while we were talking about other things. Oh, he meant the fucking Rurouni Kenshin $100 donation, like the sword slaughter, and the $200 one, the sword slaughter. I'm like,
The
that's what
Genshin impacts are good.
Fuck off. Kenshin are not the. They're not even the same language.
It's close enough.
I knew what you meant, Sid.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, now that I have the Christmas donations on, until something gets done, with the exception of Santa shooting the little girl, all my donations are cartoon violence.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I got no problem with cartoon violence. After all, we just watched Bambi explode a short while ago. But I'm thinking, well, you know what? Sin's got the John Wick thing kind of like locked up. And it's when I was putting together.
And Nobody.
And Nobody. Fair enough. And
No Country for Old Men, but that won't be out till August.
sneak peek.
Ooh.
I thought to myself, you know what? This is like when I was making the Witcher donation. And I was like, no, I'm not going to. No, I'm stopping this. Why am I making a Witcher donation? That's Sin's thing. I haven't even seen the show.
You should watch it. At least the
yeah.
first season.
And I'm like, what am I, Sin, with a bunch of Otter donations? That doesn't make no sense. I want to make sense. So I didn't, I stopped. And I thought, but Sin's right. I don't have enough real world violence. So, yeah.
Sin hasn't seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he's still got a donation based on that.
Which one's that?
I've seen bits and pieces.
No.
Which one is that?
I didn't sit down
That
and
is
watch the whole thing.
Give money now.
Money me.
Oh,
Money
yeah.
now.
Okay.
See, I know what episode that is.
Have you watched the new Rurouni Kenshin Carousel Dress? No, I haven't. If somebody has a link to somewhere on the interwebs where they're playing it, especially if it's got English subs, no, there probably wouldn't be a dub anyway for a brand new anime, would there? Anyway,
No, the
so-
dubs take a
Sit
little
up.
while to come through.
he said the thing. Yeah, it'll take a while. So I'm fine with subs anyway, and I don't get into the subs or dubs argument because I've got things to do with my day. And
You know what? Let's get into it though, because I'm gonna put it out there.
I just don't have a strong opinion because I watch some anime, but not enough to. There's people who got strong opinions because they're anime fans. I'm not going to get into it. 'Cause what do I know?
I'm not into Genshin Impact.
No. Go on. Sin.
I like
You were
a
saying?
Ninja Scroll.
I
Ninja
am a
Scroll
big
was sick.
fan.
It really was.
I'm a big fan of the subtitle is always superior, but I get dubs, man, and sometimes you get a good dub team, like people who worked on Dragon Ball, the people who worked on Attack on Titan. They're a good dub team.
Well, the thing is, you haven't always got time to sit down and watch an anime with 100% of your brain. Sometimes you're doing other things, and that is when you need the dub.
I don't know. My experience, anything I've watched dubbed, it, or excuse me, with subs, I don't know. I just kind of forget that I'm reading subs after a while. It's fine, if you know what I mean. It doesn't feel more intense than just watching a show that's dubbed.
It just annoys me that the dub and the subs are different.
That's true.
Like,
Translators
you know,
can
they're
play some
saying different things.
some stupid fucking games. And I find it hard to lay down when I'm reading subs. I don't know, reading sideways, it's just not good.
I'm with you there. Screen rotate, for fuck's sake. Let me do what I want to do with it. I was watching Super Crooks on Netflix, which is from Jupiter's Legacy, which was a pretty good show, which got cancelled because Netflix is Netflix, based on some pretty good comics. But they made an anime about the bad guys. Super Crooks, it is fucking brilliant. Now, I've watched it like probably 3 times through because it's, I like to have it on in the background as I'm doing things.
Uh-huh.
But I actually watched it the other day, which meant I was reading the subtitles. Almost a different show.
Yeah, I'd like to hear somebody who's like fluent in both English and Japanese offer a ongoing critique of something that I really enjoyed, like Ninja Scroll, either the feature show or the 12-part series. Right?
Ninja Scroll.
It's like, that's not what that
why
person
it's gotta be
said.
dubbed.
That was made up. Like, I'd love to hear a commentary track on the translation quality. That'd be fun.
I mean, because there was so many fucking sick one-liners, like right at the end, as he kicks him into the fucking molten gold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Enjoy your golden hell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
He doesn't just say it like Sid was talking about. It depends on the acting quality. And the guy who plays Kimagami, what's his first name? The main character. Fuck. Jubei Kimagami. Yeah, that guy's enjoy your golden hell. Fucking fantastic.
Because in anime, like the louder you shout, the more powerful you are.
Yeah.
Hence, Akira.
Kaneda!
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
Fuckle Snuck, thank you for the $2. Dubs and subs have different wording in an attempt to match the words to mouth movements more naturally. Though this can have problems, like
No
in
shit.
Dragon Maid,
Huh.
when they threw in a line about Gamergate. Yeah, I've seen that clip. Another one you're actually talking about. You're not one of those Gamergate, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, this doesn't fit here at all. What the fuck are you people doing?
But then one of the best ones was my $10 donation. Don't fire, this man isn't black. Which was... shit, was
When
that?
literal translations fail?
That was Dragon Ball Super.
It was Dragon Ball, wasn't it? Because you got Goku and fucking Black Goku.
Yeah.
He's the bad one. So he's getting
There's
fucking
a little more to it than that, but yeah.
Well, yeah, in a nutshell. So he's getting mistaken by the police, thinking that he's the bad guy. But of course, it comes across as no, you don't shoot the black guy. Oh, it's fucking brilliant.
Oh, so just to wrap that up before we start with the schnews, put a bow on it. I started thinking about there are plenty of great shoot 'em up movies out there. John Wick is fucking key. Someone asked earlier on, have you seen John Wick 4? Yes, I've fucking seen it already.
Have you?
Yes.
Hardcore Henry.
Yeah, Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry is a good one.
Yeah. The entirety
How
of
is it that genre?
the entirety of John Woo's corpus, like all the Hong Kong action films he made, and then some of the American ones as well. And then there's a bunch of great American shoot 'em up films too, including Shoot 'em Up with Clive Owen. I love me some Clive Owen. So yeah, the $10 donation is my first venture into let's do some fucking quality shoot 'em up fucking flicks. Fuck yeah. John Wick is awesome, but there's an entire genre there to enjoy.
How did the format of Hardcore Henry not catch on?
People like me that
Like
suffer from
the
vertigo.
POV shooter. Well, no, I mean it's close. I'm assuming you haven't seen it, but it's closer to like when fucking RoboCop is remembering his past
Oh yeah.
as he goes through his house. You know, it's just like, wow, can you do that, Dad? but it's a whole movie of him fucking just destroying people in POV. How the fuck did that not catch on? It was brilliant. Brutal, mind.
Yeah, and I mean, who doesn't? Who has a life like that? Fucking Alex Murphy coming home, and whose wife runs up to them and like, "Hello, honey, how are you doing?" And the kid's like, "Oh my God, Dad, I love you." Like, fuck it. Sin, is that what it's like to come home?
No.
I didn't think so. Like Alex Murphy having flashbacks would be like, you wouldn't see kids, you just hear screaming kids in the distance, and your woman wouldn't walk up to you. She'd nag at you from the other room. Am I right?
Yeah.
Also no.
Yeah. You come over, the kids are fighting. She comes up to you. She looks like shit because she's been stressed all day. She says, "I burnt the food, so now you get to take me out for dinner."
Drunkle, are you interested in the RoboCop game coming out this year?
I didn't know there was one. Let me. I saw the RoboCop remake the other day, Polly.
Oh yeah, right. I was like, number 3? Oh, you meant like the recent one. Sure.
Yeah, RoboCop.
Yes.
Uh,
I know the red flag. It's not R. Yeah, fuck that.
Man, if you'd have called it anything else, it would have made sense. It was a completely different. Where was Red Foreman for a start? Because he made that movie, Guns, Guns, Guns.
Yeah, he absolutely did.
Bitches leave.
Yeah, bitches leave, right?
He was
Can you fly, Bobby? It's
what a villain! He was amazing.
Uh-huh. You wouldn't think an actor like that, who's Red Foreman or the alien captain from Star Trek Voyager. The guy's played a lot of roles where he's not Clarence Bodiger, coked up murderer, Clarence Bodiger,
Yeah, fucking dipping his fingers into a glass of red wine and fucking rubbing it under his nose. What a power move! There's no way that was in the script, Polly. that was all him.
Yeah, I just picture that's him when he goes home. Kurtwood Smith, he probably is a coked up crazy man, getting in fights down at the local bar.
Fuck it, I mean, the remake, you could have called it just like, fucking Robo Man. Or, Machine Police.
Machine Police.
Anything.
Yeah.
Machine Police. Fucking Automaton Detective. And it would have made more sense than calling it Robo, because it wasn't RoboCop.
Yeah. And, okay, where was Ronnie Cox? The guy who played the OCP executive guy who was behind
the big man.
Yeah, the guy behind the Ed 209 series, not the old man CEO, but yeah, Ronnie Cox has been in things forever, and he's like the nicest guy in the world. Well, rest in peace, Ronnie Cox, died just a few years ago. He was in Star Trek Next Generation, played Captain Edward Jellicoe, who took command of the Enterprise, and everybody hated him. He was a villainous character. He's the nicest guy in the world. He had all these charities that he worked for. But they always cast him as this evil man, and he played it well. Fuck yeah.
He had an evil face, though.
Say it again?
He had an evil face.
Yeah.
Like, I've got an evil face. This is why I always got cast as villains and things.
And he was also the chief of police on Cop Rock, which is a show that very few people remember, that Far and I watched and adored every minute of, and are thinking of doing a series review of. It's a musical created by Stephen Bochco, legendary television producer.
It's a musical?
Yeah, and it's a musical about cops.
An actual copra?
Yeah. So they go undercover, two of the cops, for example, that there's this guy selling babies. Like the people that want to purchase babies, so human trafficking of infants, right? And they go undercover.
Buy a baby. And
they meet the guy in the park, and he actually breaks out in a song. I'm the baby merchant, Tatsaras, I give you.
Oh my God.
That song is legend. Baby Merchant. That series is worth watching. It's great.
I completely forgot. And when you said that, I really quickly went over and uploaded it. I have a new one too. It's sitting at 20 though, but I think Polly will really get a kick out of it.
Cool. So there's that's a new one?
Yeah.
So
brand new Christmas one.
Cool. So Sin's got a new Christmas one at 20. I've got a new shoot 'em up at 10. And Drunkle is, he's here.
I wanted to sell some babies, but I couldn't without 2 years of tap and 4 years of jazz. Do you ever see Space Precinct? Do you remember that show?
No.
Someone in the chat knows that.
But is it a cartoon?
No, it was a series. It was Space Cops.
Holy shit! Like,
Yeah, man.
really? This?
Yeah. Dude, you should see the fucking car they drove, the fucking police cruiser. Oh, wow.
I love this.
Yeah. Yeah. It was banging, mate. Banging.
It looks cheesy as fuck, meaning, awesome.
It fucking was. It was great.
Is this a British show?
No.
Look at this. Who doesn't want to see this?
I mean, that guy on, well, actually, it's a lady. The alien, when they open their third eye, they could read your mind.
Oh, yeah, he does have a third eye. Yeah.
This is she.
Oh, it's a she. Well, okay. So we'll be able to relate to it. That's a she.
That was a show, mate. That was their police captain as well was an alien, right? Who had like their eyes were like they came out like much further than our eyes do.
Huh.
But he also wore glasses, so they had these.
Mark Smart's not a fan of Nobody, and he wants us to discuss it. I got a feeling
I'm not talking about Mark Smart when he doesn't like Nobody.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't think you want Sin to discuss how much contempt he has for you now. No?
Can you
Nothing?
just real
Okay.
quick just Google Space Precinct Police Captain, right? Or just Captain. I mean, you got to see the cruiser though. The
What am I
cruiser was
doing here?
fucking badass.
Thinking about things and typing them at the same time, and it's not working out. Space police. This person?
No, that's
just a
that is
mannequin.
not. No. The row underneath it. Yes, it's the one you were just hovering over. Then
This guy?
it's the one with the one with the 3 guys in it. 4th one in. Right, so it's the guy in the middle, right? So their eyes are just like proper out there, right? But also he's a police captain, so he wore glasses. So he had these tiny little half-moon spectacles, and it was just like mostly fucking wire going over his fucking fantastic face. It was amazing.
I like this guy. He's legitimately evil looking.
That's a villain, yeah, you can tell, can't you?
Yeah.
He's white.
Right, it's the pale skeletal face with the sunken red eyes. He looks like the villains from the first 2 episodes of season 4 of Star Trek Enterprise. Don't sing the theme song, Runkle.
Been a long road.
I like it. Okay, I warmed up to it. You need to fuck off.
Getting from there to here.
It's been a long time. Well, no, it's Rasp. It's
That
been a
time is
long
finally
time.
near.
I will see my days come alive at night, and I will touch the sky. Great track. I don't care if it's from Patch Adams.
Of the heart.
Let me ask you this, Drunkle. Let's say that song, as it stands, before they kicked up the tempo, if they did a classic instrumental or orchestral intro, and that was just the credit roll at the end, would you hate that song as much?
If like, purely, I don't like it because it's got actual vocals. It shouldn't have vocals.
Would you care if it had if there was vocals over the credits at the end?
No, I'd be all right with that.
It's supposed to be an adventure show, man. That song is adventuresome and
But
and
they were all
aspirational.
adventure shows, weren't they? Well, the only vocals you had was space.
Thank you, Looney Lenny. I love that song too.
Nah, it's just wrong. It's not Star Trek, man. Star Trek has an instrumental beginning, especially like the Next Generation. Because I made up the lyrics in my head. It goes dee, 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 dee. Every time, because I've been watching it again recently. In my head, I go Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. I don't know why.
The guy, when somebody sings a famous theme song for something, they'll be on tour for the rest of their life singing that theme song, because why not? That path to credibility and fame. And I'm like, oh, here's that guy singing it. And he starts talking. That guy's British as fuck.
Yeah, Corey Taylor, formerly of Slipknot and Stone Sour.
Damn it, I've been talking for like 2 minutes. Like, what are these cunts just ignoring me?
Yeah, I was wondering why you're being so quiet. Now I have my answer. He wasn't at all. Okay.
I still said after it was muted, and I just thought it's because we were talking about Star Trek. Corey Taylor, of formerly of Slipknot.
That should
and
be
Stone
on the
Sour.
bingo. Star Trek talk goes on for a half an hour, makes the show run late.
You're fair. That's fair. Corey Taylor, formerly of Slipknot and Stone Sour, he was on tour recently.
Stone Sour was terrible.
And he said, right, and here's a song that I like. And everyone's going, and he went, no, it's not SpongeBob, you assholes. because they're trying to get him to. So he sang the fucking theme tune to SpongeBob SquarePants. The goddamn crowd went wild, Sin.
Your turn, Theodore. Name all the things that start with the letter N.
I need a
Hey,
naughty
Steve
notation.
Dave.
Nay, a nicely napped nonsensical number nay at the naggers and numpty knaves in chat. He.
Oof.
You thought I was gonna
Numpty
say it, didn't ya?
knaves.
You stupid knee bleep.
Well, I will say my new one is not nearly that funny. It's just cool. So now I feel
Hey,
like I
cool's
should make a
good too.
funny one.
Cool's good too. Thank you very much, Steve Dave, beginning with N. That was a nicely constructed sentence, sir. That must have taken a hot minute to write. I
Yeah,
appreciate
it was like
you.
the
Thank you.
yeah, it was like the speech in V for Vendetta. Voila, vivid, whatever he
Yeah,
says.
yeah, you made him sound French, but I know exactly what you mean. V for Vendetta was a fucking solid movie as well.
It was.
You guys
Still,
are you guys
probably
being
still is,
ironic, or do you actually believe that?
Yeah, V for Vendetta was good.
Okay.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
I've just heard a
Well-
lot of criticism of it, and I was like, are
Still
these guys
felt the
being
need to
serious, or are they?
Yeah, no, yeah, great show. Stephen Fry was in it as well, and because everyone
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that he was because the similarities. Fucking Natalie Portlady.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main reason I didn't see it. Like,
That's fair. Yeah, no, yeah, decent movie, mate. And fucking all ending with Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture.
because it's royalty free.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly, yeah. More like,
Well, there's a whole
likely.
fucking Guy Fawkes thing, and he's trying to blow up the Houses of Parliament. You know, it's just very, very English. It's just lovely.
put it on the list, Polly. And
I mean, at the beginning as well. Like, do you remember? It was just like, and it's been 7 years since the plague has swept America, and fucking 5 years
Yeah.
since anyone gave a shit.
It's interesting how that played out.
okay. So, as has been pointed out in chat by a few people, time is a waste in here. We're burning daylight, boys. You want to get into some snooze and do a speed run through it?
Yeah,
We can totally fucking do that. I figured you didn't see it because it was an Alan Moore story. Hey, Camel Sister. Yeah, but that was back before Alan Moore was out in the bush worshiping a bundle of sticks. Literally. I'm not even trying to make a... The guy's a, weirdo, bush pegging, strange new age guy. Like, his beliefs are
Yeah.
a smattering of a whole bunch of things that don't actually mesh together well. Whatever. He's turned into a crazy man. What Alan Moore did good work back in the day. Back in the day. I mean, I'm a big fan of Killing Joke. Very, very well written.
I think success just makes some people go crazy, doesn't it? Like, a fucking Luis in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
His friend who talks really fast. Scientologist.
After success?
I think so, yeah. Well, because you need money to be a Scientologist, don't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do.
As I understand it, yeah. And they really like their celebrities. Man, Giovanni Ribisi's a sad, tragic tale there. I'm a fan of that guy as an actor, man. He can do dark pretty fucking well. And Scientology just ruined that man. They done took all his money and declare bankruptcy, and then he got that golden opportunity to be in Avatar and gave all that money away too. It's like, man, the guy's a fucking victim of a cult. It's crazy.
Gotta be, right?
And Frank
I
Miller
mean,
did
there's no
stop
other
drinking. That's
explanation.
fine. Yeah. I mean, success
The
drives
only
some people to drink, but then they stop.
The only actor who can really do dark is Robert Downey Jr.
He's the only one that can do dark?
Was the only one that people didn't complain about.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. New donations of $10 and $20 from myself and Sin, respectively. And moving on, let's do some fucking snooze. You know how I like small town news. Let's start with pointless news, and it's a slow day, and from a small town. Scott Singer goes viral as Pigeon Pigeon song to bird trapped in pub shared by Kylie Minogue.
I mean, dude, I just got props for using the Daily Record on your show, mate. Fucking amazing.
I don't care where it's from as long as it's small and pointless. So yeah, this lady sings a song at a pigeon in a bar. This is the level that news entertainers operate on. They're not gumshoeing around town ferreting out the news. They're sitting at their computer and somebody saw what they followed Kylie Minogue, saw that Kylie Minogue tweeted something, and they wrote a story of it. Thank you, Daily Record.
Well, yeah, the story isn't even a woman sang a song to a pigeon in a pub. It's that Kylie Minogue shared a video.
Yep.
You know, like, it's even fucking worse than we thought.
It's like when you're watching CNN or everyone does it, Fox, NBC, ABC News, and so on Twitter said that. Who cares? If they're not,
dude, I posted a tweet yesterday that I thought would.
Pete, man, it's been like 6 months.
About 7.
Been like 6 months.
Steve Dave for $15.99, oddly specific donation. I'm loading over here. 1 second.
Hey, I'm loading here.
Here's one to spice up the meatball. Finishing the summer soon, so I can thank you, crazy fucks, for a wonderful thrice weekly. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man.
Love it.
Ian
in the chat says, I've been in that pub. No way!
I did read that. That is...
That's cool.
Entertainer goes viral singing at Pigeon. Yeah, that's your achievement.
Entertainer.
Yeah. Stoney says Giovanni was awesome. Giovanni Ribisi was awesome as the bad guy in Ted. Yeah. And a really, really underrated movie, Boiler Room, with a young Vin Diesel. He's not a bad guy, but he goes down a bad path in that movie. It's The Wolf of Wall Street before The Wolf of Wall Street, when that person couldn't secure the rights to what's-his-name's story that Scorsese ended up making in The Wolf of Wall Street. So if you like that general storyline and you want to see Giovanni Ribisi playing Leonardo DiCaprio's part, check out Boiler Room. And before Vin Diesel found out that steroids were a thing.
Just back when he was Vin Petrol.
Right. Listen, I think everyone should insist on calling the guy Mark. Your name is Mark. Fuck off, Vin.
Is his name Mark?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's not like somebody ferreted that information
for?
out. He's just like, I want to be known as Vin Diesel. It's like me coming in like, I want to be known as like, you know,
Main Silver Ball.
Yeah.
You can't pick your own nickname.
No. Not unless you want people to mock you, but apparently some celebrities get away with it.
Says Sinatra says to Polydub and Drunken Uncle.
Yeah, but that's not nickname. That's just our online name. Like our Sin is my actual regular nickname.
Yeah,
like,
Sin's one of the few people I know online that can actually say that. Fuck you, it is my name, you son of a bitch.
But you know what? That's a cool nickname. We had a conversation about that, and I'll make a big circle here. I had a conversation about this with my brother and his friends. He's like, you know why we call that guy Penis Face? And I was like, why? They all have nicknames for their little group of people.
Yeah,
because he insisted that he gets a nickname. So I said his face looked like a big penis, and it's just stuck ever since. I bet he wishes he didn't ask for that.
Yeah.
I like that. Everyone I know, I have a nickname for.
It was Penis Head, sorry.
Sorry. A penis head.
Yeah, it's his whole head that looks like a dick, not just his face.
I've got nicknames for absolutely everyone I know, and not just that, but like greetings that I do with just them. You know, like the verbal fucking way of a secret handshake. There's a girl in the pub, for instance. You know, the old meme, fucking damn Daniel. I go, damn Daniel. She'll go back at it again with those white vans. People love it, Polly.
Take your word on that. What did Bishop say that he retracted? I want to know.
I posted a tweet yesterday because there was some well-known conservative bitch like Mindy something. I forget what her name is. She's got 20-something thousand followers. And she was going after Matt Gaetz for going to see the Barbie movie because there is a trans actor in the movie. And she was very upset that Matt Gaetz went to go see the movie that had a trans person.
Because Matt Gaetz shouldn't behold trans people?
I guess he just can't look at a TV with them on it.
Okay.
I'm not
Pretty odd.
sure.
Not allowed. Not allowed.
But and then she just went into this whole thing like, this is why Republicans can't win anything. They love being included with the rich and famous, blah blah blah. Like he went to a movie, and then I clicked on her profile, and it said Fox News says I'm a conservative influencer. Heart. So then I wrote something else, and I thought for sure that I would get lit up for this. It said, it's funny how Republicans, aka Fox News fans, try to take down the only person not beholden to super PACs. I would have bet money that would light me up, but no, most people seem to agreed.
Huh. Has anything been more destructive to the democratic process and the republic than modern news entertainment?
No, but if
Fuck,
it's funny to me to see people defending Fox News and shit like that when it suits them, but
Yeah.
going after people not being beholden, however you word that, to Fox News.
It was beholden. You were right. The Fox News thing is as complicated. It's as complicated to explain that to somebody who's well, not explain it. That's condescending. I don't mean it that way. To make your position not like is it really controversial that Fox News plays fast and loose with its conservative leaning?
It shouldn't be, and just their utter defense of, Biden and people who went after him is ridiculous. So it's like, yeah, no, I don't really care what Fox News has to say. After they got rid of Tucker, I unfollowed them, I canceled my membership, and I'm just done.
And there's a lot of people who think that and have acted that way, and it somehow ends up being confusing for people, and I don't understand why. You know what I mean? But as hard as it is to make that understandable without it seeming controversial to some people, is as hard as it is, well, it's like, okay, it's everybody in the news media industry coming in one direction, and then the other direction is sometimes Fox News, Breitbart, and for some reason Sky News Australia. And like, it's not like that. They really do think that CNN is center and then MSNBC is mildly center left. That's the way they look at it.
It really is, but that's just the Overton window shift.
Yeah, well, it's towing the party line, but instead of parties, it's media outlets.
And, I've seen a lot of, right-wingers going after Tucker lately because he is just not, I guess, a big enough rhino. Like, you saw, we showed the video Friday, what happened with him and Pence and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I always knew Tucker was a fake. I always knew he was a fake conservative. He's a paid opposition.
No,
really? You think so?
I think the best environment possible would be if every candidate, regardless of the party that they're with or not with, got asked questions of that level of intensity and critical approach. It shouldn't just be Pence or any GOP candidate, whether rhino or not, that gets subjected to that. Everybody should.
You will never see Democrats get that level of shit from a Democrat news.
No. And what they're essentially arguing to you is Tucker should have treated Pence the way that every fucking mainstream news entertainer treats Democrats. No. The fuck did you get that idea? Remember, the parties are here for us. We're not here for them. You know what I mean? That you've lost the direction.
The thing is, like, you got, especially how a lot of leftists look at it as well, is if you don't agree with everything the Democrats say, then you're not a Democrat. And if you're not a Democrat, then you're a Republican.
Yeah, it's not good. And Festonia says the
pretty
AAA
accurate.
streams is where I'm getting my news from anymore. I can't condone that. I can't.
No,
that's
that is
just
bad,
yeah.
man. Jesus Christ!
I would
dude.
have. I can't tell you what to.
Daily record.
I can't tell you what to do. You can do what you want, but I would strongly advise against that.
Oh, you know what? JK's right. Jimmy Dore would do it, and that's exactly why Jimmy Dore is not invited to do that kind of stuff. Because as much as it is interesting to watch Tucker do it, Jimmy would be like 5 times as bad to Democrats.
I gotta agree with you there. I would put my money on Jimmy Dore being asking more critical questions in a debate, especially like a large 9-candidate stage, than anybody else would.
Oh yeah.
And the modern incarnation of Megyn Kelly, I would put in that. Her Fox News days, no. She did ask some critical questions, but not remotely enough, not intense enough. Again, I've said it. High school and first-year college students that are on debate teams, like nationally winning debate teams, that's who should be running our presidential and congressional debates. Because news entertainers are simply not fit for purpose. They've demonstrated, in my mind, again and again. Let's get the college students in here and watch them do a 10 times better job, because they're obsessed with the rules of how you do a debate. They're like autistically obsessed with it, and that's good. I want to see a bunch of high school students outperform the fucking 6-figure news entertainers.
Why don't they televise this shit as well? You know, like fucking college debate clubs and shit. Like, I would watch the shit out of that. If they televise the fucking National Spelling Bee, why don't they televise fucking national debate regionals? I'd be all over that, man.
Remember that one? Snarbs. Christmas in July. I love it so much. Snarbs, thank you for the $1. The absolute state of the news media. 3 idiots with cartoon avatars on YouTube are far more reliable news commentators than anyone on TV. Love you guys. That's a compliment, and it's so depressing.
Yeah, it hurt.
An Otter, a meatball, and a pile of limes reliably comment with more credibility than 6-figure news entertainers, for fuck's sake.
But what a meatball it is, Polly. Mark Smatt says they even called me a Republican when I corrected in the comments of the Young Turks short. I'm not even capable of voting in the US. I mean, that's just a lot of people default to America. I've
if
had
you're
that as
commenting
well.
on American politics, a lot of people are just going to assume you're American.
Which is fair, but then, you know, the same people will also go like, well, our policies affect the rest of the world. Well, then let other fucking people talk then. No matter what country, no matter what country they're from. I've been called a fucking Trump supporter, and I've gone, I'm English, you bellend. And they go, doesn't mean you don't support him.
But
like,
it's such a useful label. Fucking bastards. All right.
Yeah, right. Overused.
You know, I do
well.
the whole second channel thing, the girl stuff. I have just been sucked in head over heels into it. But it's a large lefty female audience. And, you know, it's fine. You know, people don't like us, whatever. But one of the people were like, well, Sin is a diehard Trump supporter. And someone commented back to like, no, he's not. He's
just not true.
He doesn't like Trump at all. They're like, no, he definitely does. And someone responded, hey, do you, and this was on Facebook, like, do you watch him? And they go, no, I can't.
Well,
then shut up.
Fuck that shit. Annoys the shit out of me. Am I a Trump supporter? And it's like, by your definition, the answer would be absolutely yes, because I don't full-throatedly fucking every time the guy's fucking name is brought up.
That's what the next comment said. You can't criticize the current administration without being considered an extremist. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I have said to people, and it carries no weight, none. You want to hear me list off my criticisms of Trump? You got an hour? And they're like, well, you could say that you're, make up stuff. And, oh, I'm not of the true faith, huh? Fuck off.
Well, that's it. I mean, that is just what I said before. You know, if you're not towing the fucking Democratic line, then you're a Republican. If you're not noshing off Biden behind a fucking the West Wing, then you're obviously a Trump supporter.
Duh.
There's no middle ground. And these people fucking hate centrists as well. Do you know, there was one thread, right, on fucking on Reddit, and it was, I admit, it was bait that I posted, right? They just went, so, who are you going to vote for in the next election? And I went in, I left a comment saying, I don't vote Democrat or Republican. And people just went, well, thanks for doing nothing then, mate.
Yeah.
What, fucking independent, it's a wasted vote. I went, I'm English, I'm not allowed to vote. no one replied to that one.
Get back to the news, because I think we should. Like, what is this, Noir Bar? No, it's not. So what the fuck are we doing?
Noir Bar Light.
Let's take a look at this story, because it is Christmas in July. The response to this is going to break down in 3 ways. A very small percentage of people are going to be very excited. A very very, very large percentage of people are going to be, what the fuck are you talking about, Polly? And then a small group of people are going to be, I don't even understand any of this.
I'll be right back.
No, you won't. You're
Oh,
staying.
Uncle
You're
walked
staying.
away.
Yeah,
You're staying.
he's
No,
the separate.
I have to
the special
piss.
fourth group.
All right.
I will be right back.
Look at this.
He's the special fourth group.
Norwegian
Right.
Cruise Lines is offering a holiday special of the Hallmark Channel cruise, The Countdown to Christmas, for 4 fucking days this December. You can go on Norwegian Cruise Lines and have the Countdown to Christmas Hallmark Christmas special cruise. That's everything's done up like this town or that town, or the Christmas cookie episode or movie, and all of the actors from the Hallmark Christmas specials are going to be there. So like I said, either you know, and this is exciting, or you think this is like the worst fucking thing you've ever heard of, or you don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about at all.
I'm the third one.
You're the third one? Okay.
I'm the third one, yeah. How about, though, right, if there was an airline tour
Uh-huh.
for New Year's Eve where you would, like, follow the time difference and you could have, like, 8 different New Year's Eve parties?
That's, yeah. I wonder what would be involved in trying to stay in time with the Terminator as it moves. I don't,
yeah, you got to go. You got to follow the line.
yeah.
And then you're there, you get off the plane, like 3, 2, 1, woo! Right, we got to go.
It's not
We'll
even,
work on the
You have
phone.
to do it like The Godfather. It's like, all right, goodbye.
Joshua Montgomery says it's not even burr season yet. No, it's Christmas in July season, man.
It's July season.
Yeah. No, I get you. It's not burr season yet. I hear you, but it's not the point. It's Christmas in July right now. That's why we got our Christmas donations up, including the new $10 one that nobody's hit yet, and you can at any time. And speaking of hitting things, a fucking $1 billion jackpot. Fuck me.
Whoa!
I played. You could hit the new 20 too. I played
Yeah.
one ticket for this.
That's
and
all you
I
should buy.
Scanned it in.
That's going to
I
be the
scanned
one.
it
Yeah.
It's the same. I do the same thing every time the jackpot gets high. I go give me 3 lines, 1 ticket, auto pick with the power play. She goes, okay. I scan it. I won $24. Like, oof, in the money, son.
Again, yeah, I'll do. Last lottery ticket I bought, I won £5.
Yeah, so 1 billion.
Brag.
I like the idea of winning a lottery and being able to take on and crush George Soros. That's an interesting concept. To be a big enough dog to piss in the tall weeds out of nowhere.
No, if you win the $1 billion, they're taking at least $450 million in taxes right off the top.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was going to be my question.
A
Yeah,
good number of those newly hired IRS agents are going to be rolling up in their wheelchairs and whatnot to get
Yeah.
Having their service dog knock on the doors
Right,
because they're
yeah.
amputees.
Yeah, so it's
Then-
gonna look like the United Colors of Benetton are storming your house. You know?
Yeah, it's not threatening, but still, it's the IRS. So
Yeah,
they're not
they're
escaping.
fucking armed, and they got helicopters and shit and law enforcement backup. So yeah, you've got problems.
That's why they need the money. So no matter who wins this, I would like to congratulate the IRS on their big
Yeah,
win.
the federal government definitely wins, no matter who wins.
Yeah, and I've got a feeling, and I kind of hope that it is somebody in Missouri. Now I don't recognize Missouri
Fuck
as a
Missouri.
state. Yeah, I don't, and I never will. It's a outlying territory
Grandpa,
of.
why does the flag only have 49 stars on it?
He was right.
I'll be cold in the ground before I recognize Missouri. Well, isn't if you win money in a casino, isn't that tax free?
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe
How is this any
so.
different?
Because this is a state-run thing, and I think the Powerball is national, as opposed to like. So I play one single Ohio lottery ticket every week. I play one ticket every week, and it's just my birthday. I play my birthday, and I always have, and I will continue to play it forever. So if
Why
I
would
win,
you
I
play
have
your
to pay.
birthday? That was the day you started losing.
That's the day I started winning.
Clark,
The
slug
day
that
we
dog.
started winning.
But yeah, I play the same thing every week. I play the same ticket, and if I win on that, it is I have to pay the state taxes because it's the Ohio lottery.
Mhm.
But if you win on the Powerball, it's a national lottery, so you have to pay federal. And
But
you know
how
what?
is-
I play 1993, and I was watching the draw. I think it was Sunday night, or maybe Saturday, some night. I was watching the draw, and I saw 1, and I thought it was a 9. I'm like, oh. And then I saw another 1. I was like, oh. And then 3, and I was like, yes, fuck, yes. And like 1, 6, 6, 3. Fuck.
Wait, you can get like multiple of the same number?
Yeah.
Weird.
Because it's just
Plus
1 through
also-
9.
Also, oh, I see. Yeah, fair enough. How is this a state lottery if it's Missouri?
It's a multi-state lottery. That's how they get the number.
Powerball.
But we don't
Powerball-
recognize Missouri as a state. So
That's true.
Yeah, but there's some
Tax-free.
fucking turncoats in Washington, D.C. that'll recognize that non-state.
Tax-free.
Yeah,
The people have spoken.
they'll recognize them for the time that it takes to get the taxes. How about that? Gulf City Librarian, thank you for the $1. The IRS, armed, but not legged.
Huh. Or gendered, even.
Yeah. Moving along. The 10 most unusual room service requests hotels have received.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm in. I'm in.
Here's the fast list. It's pretty good. Diet water, number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, melted ice cream.
Don't
Your
don't these rooms have microwaves in it?
Do you mean why didn't they just do it for themselves?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that these are like rich people that are beyond all help. You know.
Maybe.
Like ordering diet water, like melted ice cream. Why don't you just get the coffee that I see millennials getting from the coffee shop? It's got so much sugar and cream in it, pretty much qualifies as hot melted ice cream.
You just ask for cream.
I just,
Plus, who wants just? It's better in its frozen form. Everyone knows that.
Blowfish
Ice
is at
cream's
number 3.
fine.
And I'd like
Yeah.
to assume that that was somebody trying to kill the person they were in the hotel room with
Yeah.
and trying to blame it on the hotel. Ordering the blowfish. Number
Fair.
4 is boiled bottled water.
Does that mean the bottle is boiled or the water is boiled and then bottled?
I think that
Right,
was
e-
somebody
either
trying to
way-
get sanitary water, but they are so uppity that they wouldn't take boiled tap water. They wanted boiled, sanitized, bottled water.
Ah, I feel yeah. Because I was thinking like the bottle would melt. Like even if you put fucking boiling water into a bottle, it melts. Trust me, it does. But yeah, you.
I love how you guys
right,
just
yeah,
assume that it had something to do with the bottle. That kills me.
Well, because the bottle's in the fucking. Oh.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's still, I find it funny. Okay, I find it funny. Okay, so where are we at? Number 5, a cooked fish that the guest brought with them.
But which guest is it? I don't know. You decide.
Something I don't quite understand. Cockle popcorn.
I think they meant like kettle corn, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
A cockle is a type of sea-dwelling creature.
Oh, right, yeah.
Comes
Cockles and
with a
mussels,
little
alive,
shell.
alive, oh. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 7, I love number 7, a no egg white omelet. So a yolk
Oh,
omelet.
So yolk omelet.
Yeah.
God.
That's not that weird.
Okay, unlike the person trying to kill the other person with the blowfish, this person's trying to kill themselves. Just slower.
Yeah, they're playing the long game on their roommate.
It's protein.
Yeah, it's Canadian Healthcare Extended Edition. Okay. Number 8, rice bowl for a dog.
So they want to feed their dog. Okay.
It's got to come in a dog bowl, I guess.
Number 9 is bison. There's nothing weird about that. Sin, that's like what? You've had bison, right? Yeah.
It's not even like bison steak or anything like that. Hello, room service. How can I help you? Bison.
Well, yeah, I guess if you take it that way, it's a bison steak shows up medium rare. You're like, no, I wanted the whole thing on the hooves with a bell around its neck.
Yeah, a whole bison.
Did I say cooked? And then number 10, eggless eggs in hell. I had to
I
look
have no
this
idea
up.
what that
It's
is.
apparently that's
Deviled
the,
eggs?
the direct translation of this particular dish, and I looked at it before, so let's just look at it now. It's what is it? It's spicy poached eggs, basically. Oh no, tomato sauce and eggs. That's what it was. There you go.
So they just want tomato sauce.
Yeah, they wanted eggs that had been poached in tomato sauce with seasonings.
Hey, were we the ones that had the conversation about putting a boiled egg in your sauce?
I mean, that is from V for Vendetta. It was boiled egg and soup, wasn't it?
Boiled egg in your sauce? What do you mean?
Yeah, your pasta sauce.
Like a hard-boiled egg?
Yeah.
Nah, I would have remembered
We
that.
would remember that.
Okay, I wonder who I had that conversation with.
You don't do that, do you?
Yes, of
Was
course.
it a dream?
You should seek therapy.
Do?
That's weird.
No, my fucking great grandpa. We've done it since he did it, and he made sauce in Sicily.
Wow.
Look how that turned out for him.
Yeah, he lived till he was like 90.
Really? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Fair play. Alright. I can't.
You put a boiled
eggs
egg in
and-
sauce.
Eggs and tomato sauce. Nary shall the two meet.
I just don't think eggs would go well with the flavor of a good marinara. I just don't think it would.
No,
It really does.
I can't.
Yeah?
I
It goes
can't-
very well. Yeah.
Hmm.
Boiled egg, you just drop you shell the egg.
Yeah.
And you just drop it in the sauce, and
God.
while the sauce is cooking, you just stir it in and let it do, and then you take it out and you eat it. Oof.
I never have had it. I'm just going off of the way it looks, and I don't know. You know what it kind of looks like, Drunkle? What do they call them? A fry up?
It does not look like a fry.
Yeah, it does. There's like a whole bunch
it
of
doesn't.
shit and eggs that are put down as one big platter.
Is that what you think a fry up is? Just a whole bunch of shit in eggs.
When I saw Jamie Oliver do it, I mean, it looked good. I'm not complaining.
Don't judge me on that, twat.
It's the first time I had ever heard of it. I don't know.
I'm frying pan though.
Isn't it? Come on. It's just. Well, this isn't all part of one big platter. This is just a fucking classic
my
English.
God, this stream looks so good right now, man.
But this is just a full
It's
English.
a full English,
Yeah.
yeah, full English fry up. Yeah. But we don't call it a full English because we are English. We call it a fry up. Otherwise, we just call it a full.
So now I am a fan
you
of
see that?
the full English, except for the tomatoes I wouldn't eat, and the black pudding is just a no-no. It's the crumbly texture.
Your
can't
black
get rid of.
pudding?
No.
It's a superfood, dude.
It's congealed blood in sausage form, man.
Fuck yeah, it is. Heavy metal.
Other than that,
I've got black pudding in my fridge right now.
and you're
I eat it when I come out of the gym.
your
Fucking
bona
mental
fides as an
protein,
Englishman
mate.
are solid, sir.
Did you just say bona fide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bona fides. Them there bona fides that man has are right up this quality.
Bona fide. Right. Mate, but black pudding's the way to go, man. Fucking mega protein. Lovely.
Sin, doesn't that look like two discs that somebody found in a back alley and no one's sure quite what it is?
Two delicious discs.
I think he's muted again.
He is.
What are the squares at the top here? What am I missing
It's
there?
toast, man.
But there's toast off to the left. What's on the right?
Yeah. Toast.
More toast.
Probably more toast.
Well, there's a good,
I mean,
there's a good load of beans
I'd
there. so
like
it's a-
for it to be a hash brown,
Hmm.
but I don't believe it is. I think I think it's served on a bed o toast. Because I mean, this is about display, isn't it? Like they have spread their bacon out like a poker hand.
Where do you
No one does that.
where do you see the bacon? Oh, the ham.
No, that's bacon.
No, that's not bacon. I'm an American.
It's
but That's
bacon.
not what we. That's not how we. See
Okay,
it.
we're talking about a full English. I don't think you have any authority here.
Well, yeah, I'd be eating it here.
And there it will be a full English. Over here, it's a fry up.
Yeah, I know you got Mark Smart saying, you're going posh. No, like if you get rid of certain things like the black pudding and the tomatoes, this is a cowboy breakfast right here. Well, the shrooms too, because it's sausage, beans, bread, bacon, with eggs. That's awesome.
You're happily having beans on toast.
I like beans on toast. Yeah, that's good.
Do you like
Yeah,
beans? No
I do.
way, really?
Yeah, one of
I
my
don't.
friends at college said you should give this a try, and he was English, and I'm like, I don't know, man. That sounds like, and I did try, and I was like, I get it, I understand. This is
Well,
good.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
ultimate student food, isn't it?
Yeah,
Beans,
right. It's
bread.
carbs and protein in the cheapest form possible. Yeah. The other thing you want to do is get the right beans, whatever it is to your particular taste. But yeah, I'm a fan of beans toast, man. That's good. So anyway, I thought we were doing news. Who wants to see an 8-year-old drive a car? I know I do.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So this, not just driving a car, but a car he had jacked.
Well, no, I didn't think it was actually his.
Well, when I first heard about this, I thought he had maybe like grabbed his parents' keys and ran outside. You know.
Still not his.
It's still not his car.
Motherfucker,
it's popping out for some scratches.
If one of your
Almost
kids stole the
$1 million
car,
this week, you know, yeah.
If one of your kids stole your car, like ran off in the car for a joyride, would you call the cops and say, "My kid just carjacked me"?
No, but
My point
you can
is made. Thank you.
No, not really, because you can tell an 8-year-old behind the wheel of a car. Everybody is going to be calling the cops, going, "Hey, there's some fucking child driving around."
Now, we watched on Wednesday previously the kid who stole the car driving down the highway, right? And it was all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Like, clearly, this is a child driving. Watch this kid. This is this dash cam footage. It's brief, but this kid seems to have like short round levels of control over the vehicle he's driving. Watch. He's making the turn. He's on the right side of the road. Look at that. He executed that turn pretty effective. Like, I mean, that was okay. What the hell? How the hell's the 8-year-old knowing how to do this? How's he reaching the
Shame
pedals?
He'll never get a license, isn't it?
Well, yeah, not now, but that just, yeah. So, Montgomery County, yeah, carjackings are, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Arrest them? Put them in jail? They know that's not right.
What do you do with a kid that young when stuff like
Slap
this
'em?
happens?
You mean like honestly for effectiveness, like in a serious way?
Yeah.
Remove him from the environment that he's in because somebody put him up to it.
Yeah,
I think this is where the Scared Straight program comes in.
maybe.
But if you send him back, like we were watching those 16, 17-year-olds breaking into the gun shop. Remember that? The CCTV footage of it? Don't tell me that those kids came up with that idea. Some fucking, middle-aged or 20-something scumbags put them kids up to it saying, "Man, you ain't never going to catch charges for this. And if you do, you're going to go to juvie and you got to prove your worth anyway." And they were like, "Okay." And then there they are with fucking, jeweler's hammers, smashing glass and grabbing guns that, didn't turn out well for them.
Smashing glass and grabbing guns.
Yeah.
That could be our rap album.
I'd like to argue with you, but it totally
Honker and the Waffle.
Yeah, right. And for those that know of it or heard of it, this was a personal interest thing afar. As a suspect in the Tylenol poisonings that killed seven, in the 80s, yeah, he's died.
Ah, see, I know about the Tylenol poisonings from that bitch who was licking ice cream.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah,
No,
the
because
girl who
I
was
heard.
just opening up ice cream and licking the fucking blue bunny or whatever.
Right. Okay, yeah, and they
'Cause we
referenced
watched
this
those
in connection
videos.
with that. Okay, gotcha.
Well, no, I mean, no, Sinatra referenced that in connection to
Okay.
it, saying, "Why do you think there's such fucking harsh punishments for food tampering? Is because of the Tylenol poisonings." And I went, "Huh, what's that then?" So Sinatra told me about it.
Yeah. There would be no caplets. There would still be capsules if it wasn't for this fucker. I mean, you can open a pill and the powder comes out, whatnot, like an actual capsule. Yeah, now they're all like hard coated and shit. Thanks, buddy. And all the seals and whatnot. Yeah, this fucker.
Ruined it for everybody.
Now it's hard to get into your Tylenol bottle. Or if you're me,
Wow, you
the
guys don't
off-brand.
have.
What do you have? Paracetamol or whatever? You don't call it Tylenol? What do you
Yeah,
have?
paracetamol. Yeah, no, but I can't. I've got terrible problems swallowing powder. Snorting it's fine. But
Swallowing powder. We didn't.
Well, just like in its tablet form, but you got the ones that are in like that digestible plastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
You say so those are sealed for you guys.
The bottle is now, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the actual fucking thing.
The caplets are hard pressed capsules that have a coating on them now for easier swallowability.
Just like me.
Yeah.
So
but if you crack them in
still
half,
pull
you'll
them
see on the
apart.
inside, it's still the same hard white
Okay,
pressed
right.
capsule.
I thought you were saying like the Tylenol poisonings. So now like they seal your fucking capsules.
No, I straight up got rid of
in
them.
case someone has taken them apart and put some fucking anthrax inside.
Right? No, they just straight up got rid of them. And because of this guy and the suspect in that back in 82. Yeah, he did.
Well, nothing of value was lost, eh?
Yeah, he's off to the good Lord's justice now, and
And this isn't even like killing someone who's wronged you. This is just killing random people. Like, what cunt?
Yeah, like why? To impose terror. Okay, for what purpose? Oh, great.
Shrug.
And Drunkle, I grabbed this for you. You know, the state of
Me?
the state of the kingdom, of the realm, if you will. Thousands hospitalized with malnutrition as Victorian illnesses are back in Britain.
Yeah. No, yeah.
The NHS, and
Yeah,
I'm not blaming the
yeah.
NHS specifically. I'm blaming the amount of pressure on the NHS from, shall we say, uninvited overstaying guests to the Isles.
Yeah, I mean, look, it is in part of that, but generally, like the biggest cause of it is we've had a Tory government for just over 10 years, and the Tory government hates the NHS. They've been every day for fucking 10 years have been dismantling it little by little and turning it more privatized. Now, say what you want about, you know, obviously American healthcare. You go, yes, it's superior. We have to pay for it. However, we also have private healthcare here. It's just the NHS is a good baseline of healthcare for those who can't afford, insurance or to pay for private healthcare. And the Tories have just been just absolutely fucking screwing it for everyone in, classic conservative government fashion. Is all about the cash rather than fucking
What's economic conservatism? But
make life better for people. They'd rather fucking conserve money.
Right.
I love the NHS. The thing is, like, because they want everything to be turning a profit, whereas the NHS isn't
I
a
don't buy
business;
that.
it's a service.
I don't buy that.
You look at it as a black hole for money. No matter how much you pour into it, it just swallows it up. But in my eyes, I don't think you can put too much money into the NHS. Healthcare is a baseline thing that absolutely everyone fucking needs. You can say like, all right, let's talk about the fucking quality of food. Okay, fine, but as long as you still have food, you're going to be all right. The NHS ensures that everyone still has healthcare.
Well, let's keep in mind that, like I said, this isn't about the NHS, so let's not, launch into our arguments. The only position that I have about the NHS or any socialized healthcare system, be it in France, Canada, Britain, wherever the fuck it might be, is
Canada fucked it.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
if you're gonna have that kind of healthcare system, okay, it's a little socialist for my liking, but let's say you do go down that path. You need highly regulated immigration, a closed border, and mass immigration of people for particular purposes as something that needs to be approached with extreme caution. That's my only claim. Any kind of social welfare system cannot have open, free movement of migrants who can access it. That's a way to destruct your system from the inside out.
I completely agree. Like, dude, don't get me wrong. I'm a liberal, but I still say fucking, look, hey, stop the boats. If you want to come into the country, you're welcome here, but you do so fucking legally, for Christ's sake, just like everyone else does.
And you could stop the boats, bring the gunships. But you might be wondering what Victorian illnesses are back, particularly scurvy and rickets.
What was that? I made a joke about scurvy. Holy shit, really?
Yeah, and you're limes, so you're the cure, Drunkle.
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, God, no. Yeah? Eat me,
yeah, your countrymen are looking at you in a way they never did before. Salivating.
Well, they never did.
They don't want their children to have rickets and scurvy. They want your vitamin C, bro.
There is a huge cost of living crisis, which has still been going on. If you remember, during the winter of last year, there was the line was heat or eat, because energy prices went up by 300%.
And therein lies the thing. This is why it's not an NHS story. NHS is trying to deal with the fallout of cost of living. You know what I mean?
You brought up the NHS. That's why I went into it. But I mean, hey, inside a fucking scoop right here. Yeah, it's probably coming down to the heat, where people are eating a lot less healthily than they could before because they are using it to pay their energy bills. Now, I was okay. I still managed to eat healthily because I just did not turn my heating on for the entire winter. That made me quite sick. So, swings and roundabouts, really.
I mean, Sam, hey, Sam, how the fuck is scurvy back? Everything is flavored with citric acid. Well, you're assuming that these people aren't eating, out the pub every day, and with prepackaged, processed, and whatnot foods. Not that I'm one of those people who carries on about processed food, but if you would like to talk about vitamin C, I have a story to go right into that. Let's look at the oranges.
Suck a lemon.
The juice company Nipsey's down in Australia is criminally convicted over scalping an 18-year-old worker. Now, what do I mean by that? What do they mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Exactly what you think they mean. For Christ's sake, this girl had her hair untied and there was exposed cogs machinery. Her hair got caught in it and it ripped her whole fucking scalp clean the fuck off.
No. We said scalping. I thought like they sold a fucking ticket to a concert.
Oh, that right? Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, okay, right. The homonym of scalping. I hear you, but I didn't even think of that. I was like,
God, that's horrific.
That is an industrial accident I had not heard of before. I've heard of gloving and the people that the dude that fell into the molten cauldron.
Oh God.
Remember me talking about the guy who fell into the fucking because there was no safety rail that plummeted into the molten metal cauldron?
Metal. Oh no.
And he went out like the T-1000. There wasn't nothing left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just some things that you wish you didn't hear about.
Yeah. And then you show up on Wednesdays and shit hits the fan.
I'd prefer shit on an actual fan to this. Like an actual scalping. Fuck.
The incident was described as serious and permanent. And had a profound impact on the victim, her family, her partner, and friend. I believe you.
Her partner? Yeah, of course her partner. He's like, I can't. I think we should break up.
It just doesn't stop because they attempted to do a scalp reattachment and it was unsuccessful. It was rejected by her own immune system. So, yeah, they had to, like, I don't know, sell it to weave makers or something. Yeah. Not surprisingly, she suffers some psychological abuse or psychological effects. Well, yeah, I would imagine fucking so.
Yeah, she fucking breaks out in a cold sweat every time she sees the man from Del Monte.
She sees an orange and her. Well, I'm not going to crack jokes about that. That's pretty terrible.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Where is the? She's been. The company Nipsey has been fined 120 grand. That is it.
120 grand for a whole head of hair.
Yeah. The reason why they.
Why she was at the factory.
Yeah, the reason why the legal progress happened in the way that it did is the company immediately paid her out money. Like, here's $2,500 to help with your medical expenses. So you're admitting responsibility immediately. And it went on. They gave her another additional $2,500 and so on. It went. And it's like, we're not responsible. How the fuck are you claiming that now? Was the legal argument.
There is like a whole safety thing going on. A fucking hairnet or something. Like, she had hair was exposed, clearly. Yeah. I mean, this was an avoidable accident, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get risk foreseeable.
So
she's not without fault here.
Magistrate Eaton said the machinery was left on when the worker reached down to retrieve fallen fruit, and her hair was pulled into an unguarded sprocket and drive chain system.
Ah, God, you're making me...
Oh, we got Doc weighing in. This is gonna... as the responder, this should be good. He said, thank you for the $1, Doc. He said, that's a hell of a hairy situation. Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of humor I've learned to expect from the paramedic types.
Sin, you're muted, in case you're there.
How long has he been pissing?
I don't know. That's why I thought he might be there and still talking, but I guess he's not.
So anyway, let's move on to
This is a horrible article, man.
Yeah, and it's not much money, all things considered. It's the headline just reads like, "Oh, they were fined." Yeah, 120 grand. Is there any compensatory damages? I'm not interested in punitive damages in this case. That's a horrifying fucking accident. Was it preventable? They demonstrated in court that it was. Again, I don't want to see punitive fines necessarily against the company. I'm more interested in money for her to get some fucking recovery going on. That's all.
Yeah.
But, on to money that's just retardedly spent. First generation iPhone sells for almost 280 grand at an auction.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. An outmoded shit phone? Fuck off. Like, I can understand you spend that much money on an old Motorola Flip or something like that, because those are cool. First gen iPhones? The fuck you want that for?
I agree. Love a flip phone. Weirdly, though, this is actually half the price of an iPhone nowadays.
Right. It's like kind of we'll be there soon, paying vintage auction prices. Doc, thank you for the $1. She's going to save a bundle on Head and Shoulders. Good God.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, there's Sam. Oh, for fuck's sake. Of course, that's what gets to him. Now, you want to talk, we're talking about money poorly spent, right? Let's talk about money poorly spent, okay? Sriracha sauce is selling for as much as $120 online, like on eBay and whatnot, because there's a shortage of it. For the red chicken brand. However you say that.
I could be sat on a fortune right here, Polly.
Get online and you know, you could be all the people that are in the United States and everywhere else that are selling Prime to people in the UK that are buying that stupid retarded energy drink for unbelievable sums of money.
Yeah.
People are buying like, you know, $300 cans, man.
It's just a fool and his money are soon parted.
Yeah. Now, this brand of sriracha is good. I'm not saying it's not. It's good. I would argue there's better.
Yeah, it's not the best.
No, it's not. And not in my opinion.
It's just everywhere, though.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I'm a fan. I have some in my fridge, and I've also got another kind, and I like it more. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's some Korean brand, Cum Lee, something like that, whatever the fuck. Famous brand of soy sauce. And I'm like, I'll go try their sriracha. I'm like, holy shit, this is better than the red chicken, man.
Dude, when it comes to fucking soy sauce and hot sauce, you know it's going to be good when there isn't a fucking Western alphabet character on the goddamn label.
Natural color. You know what? I'm sympathetic to this because we've got a lot of orange cheese here in the United States. And
yeah,
it wasn't made that way. They made it that way, if you know what I mean.
That's just what the chicken says.
Yeah.
So like, some say cock-a-doodle-doo, some say natural color.
Darkseid isn't, well, if she hadn't had children already, that's going to be something compared to scalp. Yeah. Let's talk about some unfortunate and then shockingly fortunate. Okay?
Okay.
Canberra teen who caused crash that killed 2 girls and fled the scene got 2 years in jail. Look at that fucking car. Fuck.
Wow.
2 girls died in this crash, plus the motherfucker took off. And he got 2 fucking years.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. That's like, I'm not even talking about, again, yes, the families, yes, they want it, but it's not even about vengeance. It's just there's no justice in that. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
He was actually responsible for the crash, and you read through it, and like, yes, he is. 17-year-old, 16 at the time, pleaded guilty to the crash. Like, he even admitted it. And it wasn't just him. It was him and his friend that fled. And that goes on. He was sentenced to 24 months in jail and a 22-month good behavior order to be served upon his release. So, you know, about the same amount of time in probation, to use some American legal terminology. Yeah, that is...
Yeah, we have probation here as well.
That's what it's called? Okay. I don't know how it is down in Aussie land, but I'm assuming that this supervised release, what they call it? Good behavior order? Same kind of idea.
A piece of shit.
So, I mean,
fled the scene.
Yeah, I mean, and that crash, like, it's not just... It's so folded up, you would think that was like aluminum foil or something.
Yeah. Looks like a fucking tiny little spaceship.
Fucking crazy. So, terribly unfortunate. Let's talk about terribly fortunate. Look at that.
Whoa!
What looked like happened is exactly what happened. The person drifted.
Monorail.
That's not what happened. Okay, I was wrong. But this person drifted, hit the rail, it went up and through the front window, and they continued to drive for like another 500 yards, knocking out every post of the rail, and the rail riding through the center of the fucking SUV.
Holy shit!
In through the windshield, out through the back. And no one was killed. Fuck, no one was even injured.
Woo!
How? Grace of the Lord, I guess? I don't know.
My God, buy a lottery ticket on your way home, son. Good lord.
So 2 shocking pictures that I came across in terms of vehicular accidents, and one is extremely tragic in terms of what happened. The other one is like, holy shit. I got nothing. When I showed this picture,
Well, what can you say?
yeah, when I showed this picture to Far, she was like, how is somebody not dead? And I'm like, I'm sure the exact question the EMTs kept asking the occupants of the vehicle. How the fuck are you alive?
It looks like one of those like Play-Doh factories, you know, where you like squeeze the thing and it came out in a shape. You turned your car into a metal pasta maker.
And you're not wrong about the monorail thing. They were riding that rail and it was guiding the direction the car was going in. Functionally, it was an unintended monorail.
Good God.
And no one stopped? I mean, what happened? The person just ducked out and kept their foot on the gas?
Fuck. Close your eyes.
So there's that story. Let us move along as time's a-wasting. Nebraska rodeo athlete and horse he was riding die after being struck by lightning.
Oh, God, I laughed. It's just because the horse was mentioned as well. So there's a lot of chancy shit going on at the moment, isn't there? Like fucking monorail.
So this poor guy, rest in peace,
lightning.
Out checking the cattle, minding his own business, and boom. Or crack, rather. And the horse he rode in on.
What did you do? He said something, like he was in an argument with his wife. She's like, I know you've been talking to that girl down the bar. And he went, look, honey, I am only attracted to you. And if I'm wrong, then may God strike me down.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And the horse was like, yeah, I'm with him.
After that, an F for him and the horse, no question, man. I mean, I don't think the guy did anything wrong. I think that he was probably the
I don't think the horse did anything wrong.
Yeah,
the guy did something wrong.
Yeah. No question.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
No worries.
Dark Eyes-ism says pretty boss way to have died. You're right, man. That is fucking metal as fuck, isn't it?
The argument is that the National Lightning Council, Safety Council, came to the conclusion that it's because he was out in the middle of the field. He was the highest object in the field, and the cloud was directly overhead. So, when the lightning sought out a place to the path of least resistance, unfortunately, it was.
Now can I kill myself?
Holy shit! It's been a hot minute, huh?
Hey, fuck you! I want to die.
I saw the original of that the other day. Like, it's weird how often your donations pop up on my Reddit feed, you know.
And I like that you said original because, yeah, they're all edited for the purpose of the stream.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw some shit up there. It's just, that's not... Sansu, thank you for the $5. God literally said, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Okay, I didn't want to make that joke, so I'm glad you did.
I mean...
I did...
The worst thing is, like, the insurance company are not going to pay out because it was an act of God.
Uh-huh. Oh. I
mean, literally.
Almost closed OBS there. Whoops. Good thing it gave me the warning. Yeah, Sansu, no question. Again, glad you made that joke so I don't have to. I think we need a little palate cleanser after that. And yeah, I'm using the word palate cleanser.
Yeah, please.
Ironically. Just absorb. Yeah, I'd need a slug of nog after biting into this guy, too. Drunkle,
you've had like 3 donations since you've been gone, mate. I'm not a fan of this, Polly.
But it comes with no butter. Look, it says.
Yeah, I don't like butter in a sandwich, but you know what I really don't like in a sandwich? Chocolate orange.
Really? That's odd.
I don't even want regular orange in a sandwich.
Regular orange is delicious, but not in sandwich.
Not in sandwich.
Chocolate orange and lettuce in a nice fresh roll? No?
Oh, God, there's lettuce in it as well.
And Sam's right up on it. I'd eat that. There you go. That's that refined French
you
palate
would.
of his. You know, it's
Yeah, you're fucking French. You eat anything. You eat fucking snails, mate.
well, no, they're supposed to be
I
the
have
refined.
seen your breakfasts. They're not good, Drunkle.
No, we would actually just talking about a fry up, a full English at the moment, whereas Sam can escargot fuck himself on this one.
Like how the
eat
wolf says,
blood
aren't those chocolate
pudding?
oranges? Yeah.
You're making me defend the French right now, but you eat blood pudding.
Yeah, blood pudding. It's good. Black pudding. Blood sausage. Fucking get it down, mate. It's a superfood.
Well, that's an interesting point.
Rest my
Okay,
case.
a marmalade sandwich? No. Marmalade on toast? Now that is eaten by a lot of people, and there you go. Orange peels up in that bitch.
Oh, Sinatra, you weren't here, but I'm going to leave this with you, and then I'm going to go away. Polly likes beans on toast.
I do.
Ew.
I don't
Gross.
like orange chocolate on bread, though.
I feel like that's a weird line to draw after you already drew that one, but all right.
Yeah, who can account for taste? Am I right?
Clearly not you.
Well, I don't know. You eat fucking hard-boiled eggs and marinara. What are you gonna throw around some judgments now?
Yes. I am. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Check this shit out, Sin. You should dig this. Prosecutors call for learner driver caught at 253 kilometers an hour.
What's that in real speed?
Yeah, let's do some freedom units. I did it before, but I forget what the exact number was. Let's just 157.
Oh wow.
That motherfucker was
Who do
flying.
you think you are, the president's son?
Right? Were you high on blow and fucking social media recording at the same time too?
Well, no, it was smoking meth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
What the fuck was he driving?
A
What
Bugatti?
learner vehicle goes that speed?
It was
What's
like one of those riced up cars.
A Southern Australian magistrate described as an L platter.
What?
Plater.
L plater? Oh, learner
An L
permit plate. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you have
I was
an
like,
L.
they're making platters out of their judges now. God damn.
No, the magistrate was is
platter.
referenced here because he described this guy as probably the most dangerous man in the state.
Jesus Christ.
In Australia too. That means something.
Yeah, multiple offenses, including escaping a police pursuit and driving an unregistered vehicle and breaching bail. Holy shit!
No shit, he escaped.
You just read that the paragraph right
I
there. That
did,
one right there.
yes.
Can you read it? Yeah.
The court heard that Powers Williams was located 2 kilometers away from where he was detected after his gearbox blew up, and then admitted to police he was driving like a dickhead.
His name is Power Williams. Power Williams.
Yeah, this is
The shoe fits.
Yep, main silver balls, wheelman, and occasional.
Oh my god! Right, it's the guy who makes all of his guns.
That's right. This isn't an enemy of his. This is his boy. He's got to call up
Oh,
Power
yeah,
Williams,
yeah.
and it's like, I'm sorry, Maine, but he's currently in the Hooskow right now for driving in excess. It's like, well, yeah, if anyone would, it'd be Powers Williams.
Call me Will.
Yeah. Now, let's just
Power Will.
going back over to something that sucks. Sonic the Hedgehog
we can all
curry.
agree that we can all agree this isn't good, right? We've got beans on toast over here. We got fucking
You don't want
boiled egg marinara, and we got English. We can all agree on this one, surely.
you don't want blue Sonic curry?
What's the matter, babe? You haven't touched your blue Sonic curry. No, I don't fucking want that.
Apparently, this thing's been around for a hot minute. This is the first time I've seen it. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
This
I've
is a
seen
thing?
this quite a bit. It's interesting.
No,
That's a
blue
word.
is not an appetizing color. Name a food that's blue.
There is no blue food.
yes, there is. Booberry,
What?
the best of all cereals.
Yeah, it's not a natural food.
And blueberries, the
Neither
best of
is.
all berries. Didn't think I was going to be able to come up with something, did you?
Might have to take the L on that one, Sid.
I,
But that's not real food though.
you're
Well,
right. It's a
blueberries are.
superfood.
So is black pudding.
Black pudding is not a superfood.
It is a superfood. Full of
Doesn't have-
protein. It's
It
good.
doesn't have antioxidants in it. It's got the remnants of
source of
boiled
protein.
blood.
Yeah, it does. Well, blueberries are like they're blue on the outside.
Blueberries are purple.
But when you eat them, they're green on the inside. But if you blend them up, they turn purple. So, like, what's going on with those?
The blueberries are not blue.
The purple berries.
Okay, I'd like to talk about something and exonerate myself. Now this is something you mentioned.
We will be the judges of that, sir.
I think my evidence is persuasive to the point of being convincing. Okay,
Everyone has thought that. Carl Rittenhouse's prosecutor thought that.
I will not be compared to that man or have anything to do with that man in terms of this argument. My argument makes sense. Now, this has something to do with the story you brought up before, but I'd like to build upon it to make a point. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Upon a point. Right, fair enough.
Now, we know about the gentleman who carved
Ah.
into the Colosseum, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now this fucker, as you know, anyone who watched Drunkle Show when he's talking about this, comes along and into the Colosseum in Rome, you know, like the Roman Colosseum. And
The Colosseum.
yeah, not just a one, but the one.
But a Colosseum.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a Colosseum.
Carves him and his woman's name into the fucking Colosseum and then claims when grabbed over it that he didn't know how old it was. It's a smart man. He's Russian, right? Oh, a Bristol-based Ivan Dmitriev. Wonderful.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound Bristolian, does it? No, he's definitely from... He's from somewhere else.
This is why you need a better immigration service in the UK, Drunkle. I mean, fine.
Stop the pose.
Yeah, I mean, you got Ivans coming in who don't understand how old the Colosseum is, or at least they're willing to claim that.
But are still willing to go and visit it. I don't know.
No, Blue Curacao, good example. Yeah. Now, so this guy is willing to carve into that and damaging something that's, you know, obviously in excess of 2 millennia old. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, so here's this other kid. Here he is off in Japan at the Kondo Temple in Nara. And this Canadian teen decides to carve into one of the posts outside using his fingernail, just random meme shit. Like, you know, Sonic was here or whatever.
Dick butt.
Yeah, dick butt. That's that kind of shit. You know, and ooh line or whatever the fuck anime references the kids are into now.
Can't remember.
What?
That was at the end of my videos.
So this fucker standing outside goes up to one of the posts that are part of the architecture of this really old UNESCO National Heritage site and just start carving with his fingernail into it. Motherfucker that he is, right? Now, I would argue, and actually am going to argue, that this is defacement and no respect for historical value, okay? Same thing with this fucker. Okay, now, when I accidentally...
I love that Washington, like, after the past 2 articles, you just brought up Washington going, what the fuck is this shit?
Well, this is the Lansdowne portrait. And painted by, you know, Lansdowne, hence its name. This is one of the 3 very, very famous paintings of General Washington, who I hold in extremely high regard. Now, I touched this painting. It was, I continue to insist it was accidental.
Yeah.
Now, people have cracked all the jokes in the world that we need to start a podcast where, you know, I just go around touching things I shouldn't. Like, you know, Hands Across America, somebody suggested it be called. Someone else was In Touch with Polydub. Someone else was Finger on the Pulse. Oh, people had just a rip-roaring good time.
Lupus Albus with Hands on History.
Yeah, Hands on History. Thank you, Lupus Alba.
Yeah, I think that's what I called it.
Motherfuckers that you are. Now, I felt bad about it, and I touched it. That's all I did. Now, I insist that I am, I wasn't acting in a destructive manner or with no ill intent. This motherfucker was carving with his fucking bare hands into some history. This motherfucker was just...
your greasy fucking oily fingerprints all over a piece of history. And like, I wasn't acting in ill intent.
I don't think, because the difference here is that there was actual defacement going on with both of these. Polly only touched a painting. He didn't lick it.
And I wash my hands regularly. I'm a clean individual.
Yeah, you do now. You're like, ugh, get Washington off me fingers.
History.
Polly rubs. Oh my God.
Well done. Well done. Very good.
I think I've made my case that what I did was not that bad and understandable and accidental. And I'm, yeah.
It's a different.
I'm glad you feel that way.
I don't know what you're doing here is trying to compare yourself to two people who've actually defaced monuments and knew what they were doing at the time, whereas you didn't deface it. You basically just poked a priceless piece of art. Now it's not good, but it's not as bad as that. I think we're looking at two separate crimes here, Polly.
I'm arguing it's the same thing and a question of degree. And my degree is so minimal as to not even be considerable. That's my position.
I don't think it is the same thing, because it's not like you carved in a little golden otter into his hand.
Exactly. I did nothing of the sort. So what is it we're really complaining about here?
Exactly. They're two separate things. Steve Davis got it right here for $1. He says, but Drunkle, he denied the red velvet rope its rights. I love a red velvet rope.
That's shocking to me that you remember that detail of the incident. Yes, I leaned over the red velvet rope, which was not which was not remotely far enough back. I didn't lean, I just reached. That's how close the red velvet
rope.
It was not properly positioned. And there was
They shouldn't have let me touch the priceless piece of art, is what he's saying right now.
Yeah, it's the rope's fault.
I am saying that there is no indication. Just because this thing was hanging in the Smithsonian was no reason for me to believe it was the real one.
But there was also no reason for you to touch it because of that.
I plan on taking, they're doing a family thing, and it's going to suck because I had to buy new glasses. That's a whole nother story. But we're taking the family to the aquarium tomorrow, and I'm just going to try to punch a shark in the face and go, well, the rope let me do it. Dude, do you know how expensive fucking shit like that is nowadays? Like, we did the science center not super long. No, going out into like the aquarium and the science center.
Yeah.
Went to the science center. It was like $130 to get everyone in there, including parking and shit.
It sounds like you should punch the owner, to be honest.
No, I mean, the aquarium is $20 a ticket, so it's going to be at least $100. I don't even know if that includes parking or not. Like, they make this shit impossible to do to take your families to.
Could instead of punching a shark, could you give a fucking stingray a dry slap for our boy Steve Irwin?
Yes, but I'm afraid it's going to slap me back.
That's fair.
I'll smack it with a stick or something.
You gotta bring a stick.
I'm not, Sam, fuck you. I'm not saying that I didn't commit something that was faultable. I'm saying I did. I'm saying people talk as if I damaged history. No, this is damaging history. This is damaging history.
You're trying to fucking par it off, like going, see, it wasn't as bad. No, it was still bad. Polly.
I'm bringing I'm not saying it's not a faultable
It's just whataboutism is what it is.
No, I am trying to bring perspective to the matter that has been completely left out of it up until now.
I mean, you brought it up.
I did, in my own defense.
This is whataboutism. This is yeah, I did that, but what about this guy? Fuck all of you.
Okay. I think I've made my case. I think people understand where I'm coming from.
I think your case has been found wanting.
No, not at all.
Oh my God. Yo, that pudding better calm the fuck down, man.
Yeah. All that jelly and no toast.
It must be jelly, because you know jams don't
if I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Akira throws 5. He says, you broke one of the cardinal rules of society, Polly. You crossed the velvet rope. It's a cardinal rule. That's why the ropes are red.
So you're trying to tell me that if you and I are on opposite sides of a velvet rope and you're going in one direction, I'm going in the other, we can't shake hands as we cross each other because that velvet rope is not to be crossed. We don't have to lean. We just have to raise our hand because that's all I did. That's how close the velvet rope was.
I'll allow a curt nod.
Oh wait, hold on. Chat was like, check the prices. It could be different for kids and adults. 13 and up is $20, so that's 3 of us. 2 to 12 is $15, so really big discount there. And if you're under 2 or over 100 years old, you get to get in for free.
Oh,
Fucking shysters.
2 or 100?
Yeah,
It actually says 100. They had the nerve to do that.
100 plus.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
So much for wearing your seatbelt.
It's kind of unbelievable, that, isn't it?
no, it was epic. Why shoot him from outside the van? We could just go in it and blast him from behind. I think Clive Owen has an original approach.
My 20 is implied violence.
Doc, thank you for the $10. Guys, can you help me settle an argument here at work? Should our it quit teasing us and finally put out and give us some sandy handies? We've been getting blue-balled for months.
I don't like the idea of a sandy handy.
Yeah, I'm going to say no off bat.
Wow, Doc. Wow. Even if I say yes, we do believe in democracy here, so the answer is no.
Polly, can we move on from this gift, please?
Oh, chat's not even looking at it anymore, man. It's just you.
No, but I am. It's just, and it's oddly hypnotic.
It is. It's just like, yeah.
Which part of that would you eat first, by the way?
The butt.
You go for the butt. You don't want to scoop off the head?
Yeah, I mean, you raise a point. Do you want to keep looking at the head while you're eating it from... Yeah, but there's no good way to eat this thing at all. I mean, it's just a misbegotten idea from the beginning. That mold should have never been made. And that gelatin is far too firm.
I think they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Yeah. And the raspberry squirt around the outside doesn't help you guys. It just...
Yeah, but you see, the raspberry squirt is red, and even the bunny pudding dare not cross it. It's the velvet rope of the culinary world.
Oh, yes. I don't feel guilty at all. I just don't.
You should feel guilty.
No, I think I've made my case solidly.
You should.
No. Looking at the time. Okay, here. Let's do some rapid fire business here. What's that?
Oh, go on.
Let's do some rapid fire stuff. 100 years of what? What are you talking about? What?
No, all right. He said, "Oh, go on," and I went, "Oh, and then you went, "No, go on," and then right. So we crossed the international punchline there. My bad. Carry on.
Oh, I hear you. Okay, so, boom. You like the daily record? Here's some daily record for you. Oop. Boom. There we are. Man doused in acid and shot in the face by boyfriend of one night stand. Fuck.
Yeesh.
This isn't the daily record that I like.
This.
I like the fun daily record.
This is not how you get the woman you want if she's actually hooked up already. First of all,
I think they're gay. Oh wait.
Oh,
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, no, you're right.
yeah, it's like the woman that cheated on her man to sleep with you, you went and murdered her man.
yeah,
By
by dousing him in acid, by
blame
shooting
the
him in the face and
guy.
then dousing him in acid.
You murdered the wrong person. Like she this is a one night stand. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah. And if you just seriously, you need to just like you could have walked away, yet you didn't.
Yeah. I mean, look, no matter who gets it, let's just rain it in on the acid in the face for a start.
No, the acid was after he shot him in the face, and then comes the acid. Like it.
Oh, I thought it
I
was
don't
the
think
other
that
way.
really. I mean, yeah, A, B, B, A. Like either way, you don't want it, do you? But like, don't. How is it this guy's fault?
He pled guilty to the charge of manslaughter because he denies murdering him.
That's a murder.
Yeah, it was. I didn't expect when I went
That's
out
in
that
cold
night
blood.
with a vat of a container of acid and a gun. I didn't think I was going to shoot someone in the face and douse someone in acid. It just happened that way. Therefore,
It's for
manslaughter.
self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Fuck you. Life
Yeah,
in
no,
jail.
you fucked up.
Life in jail.
Yeah.
Removed from society. No one needs you. You will not be missed.
Yes. So, this guy
I fucked your girlfriend.
sets his ex-girlfriend's house on fire after breakup, and then he was shot by the deputies. Again, somebody else who could have just walked away.
They could have put out the fire.
Yeah,
Presumably the woman's burning in her house, so they're like, get on the ground.
If you're planning on burning down someone's house, don't text them that you're going to burn the house down. Okay, if you texted them already that you're going to burn the house down, don't go do
In
it
Minecraft?
afterwards.
In Minecraft.
Right. Just because no matter what, that's coming up at trial that you texted that. It's like,
Yeah.
well, at the time I had no intention of burning her house down in Minecraft when I texted her that. But you did so later.
This also goes the other way as well. Don't burn someone's house down and then text them saying, ha ha, I just burnt your house down. You got to be smart about these things, guys.
Sam asks, how did the bitch, the cheating whore, as he says, not get accessory to murder? Because that's actual lack of accountability.
Yeah.
Unlike
that is,
my accident.
I don't. Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you know what? The guy was at fault. Fuck it. Flawless, Polly. Flawless. You can hear. I can actually hear the amount of smug through your microphone right now.
Florida truck driver accused of smuggling 12 illegal immigrants, and he was driving on the wrong side of the road, and that's how they got him. So, let's watch.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy driving down the wrong side of the road over there?
Looks like the right side of the road to me.
You can't tell the oncoming vehicles?
Not here right now. It's just DPS.
They're all wrong.
Yeah, he's the one who's right. That's,
Where to be, mile marker 34.
that guy, yeah, he was this.
This is a major problem in Cleveland, the driving down the wrong side of the road.
No shit.
Once a week
Really?
we see a story of someone driving the wrong.
Totally.
I just can't believe this is from
So
a
much for wearing your
documentary.
seatbelt.
And yeah, Drunkle, did I edit that up and bother to make all the gunshot noises louder by pasting over them with louder, sharper gunshot noises? Yes.
Of course you did, Polly, because you care.
I think it's exactly it. I care about my violence.
I mean, he hasn't even mentioned the amount of effort it took to stabilize that video.
You know, you could say that, but I paid for it. I got the fucking channel strike to fucking prove it. Not sure how I'm still streaming. Tells you something about the TOS. Doc, thank you for the $3. Clarification, Lieutenant Cassandra, known as Sandy, not like beach sand, currently introducing the rest of the crew to the AAA, and what better way than poking fun at the boss? You've got a very understanding boss. A Sandy handy? Okay.
It doesn't sound so understanding.
I-
It sounds like a disciplinary.
No, I think Lieutenant Cassandra's a pretty understanding lady. Akira, thank you for the $10. I will never understand the people that choose to ruin their lives over women. Just move on. Fuck that hoe.
Yeah, for
Why
real.
you gonna go to prison over a hoe? I hear you. Or a man.
Like-
Is
Like
this,
whatever happened, it literally cannot be worth it.
right? I mean, I hear you. Breakups can fucking suck. I've seen people's like lives pretty much.
You like that one?
I just that sound. It just it flashes me back to 6 months ago when, the air was crisp and the snow was falling and,
To be fair, he was driving down the right side of the road, just not the correct one. I mean, okay, yeah, technically. Thank you, Akira.
You're on it.
But that's a huge problem here in Cleveland. For some reason, people just get on the highway the wrong way on I-90, and it's like once a week I see a story about it.
Fuck. I don't. Is there any explanation as to how they manage that? Like they don't see the wrong way, etc. signs, and everyone going the opposite direction they are coming right at them?
I think the only way to make it a permanent thing is to have like those one-way spike strips on the streets.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no other way to stop these people from being fucking retards.
I'm willing to bet that those are the kind of people that take on ramps at twice the fucking speed they should. And if they were to hit those one-way, road spikes that go up and down, I know the ones you mean, it would tear the rubber right off their fucking tires and they'd probably go off into a flaming inferno.
Cleveland.
I also think that if you're driving the wrong way down the highway, you ignored all the signs and all that shit, you probably don't deserve to live anymore.
Or you're really taking your life in your hands. Wait, you are already, and everyone else is as well. So is it really so bad to put the spikes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Moving on to our titular article, Seeking the High Ground.
Oh.
Let's wrap this fucker up. In 128 degree Death Valley, this man dressed as Darth Vader ran a full mile.
Fucking chat.
Now,
why?
why?
There's no one chasing him.
No, he's just will not be caught on the low ground again.
Nice.
Last time he was in a hot environment, it didn't turn out well when he was in the low, so he's
just sand.
I was thinking about some Tatooine jokes, and I thought, no, I'm going Mustafar. It's too obvious.
Yeah, fair enough.
The cantina's closing in 10 minutes.
I was thinking, still looking for the droids years later. It's
Man, I'd love the video where you got the music over the top of it.
I was thinking, Robo Legs still working well, that kind of something. I don't know. I was toying with different names for a while.
Running from the light side.
Yeah, I did think of Darth Valley, JTR. Yeah.
Oh, Darth Valley, yeah, cool.
So there it is. Fuck. Show ran long, but that's what happens when Sinatra just keeps taking us off subject. And
would never do that.
No. So, Drunkle, can we look forward to some gameage?
Already happened today, mate.
Can you tell us how the gameage went?
Terribly.
Because of you or because of them?
Much of it was because of me. I killed a load of dogs, and a woman said she loved me, so I punched her in the face.
Oh.
Yeah. Also hooked up with a, I'm going to say 80-year-old prostitute called Polly, actually. About 4 times.
Charming. Games you choose.
Did you need to keep doing it?
Well, it was to open one of the doors around the back so I could get a pimp hat, which, I mean, it was totally worth it. I look fucking badass. But also, like, she was so old as well. I don't think she was in it for the money. She was just really happy to have a hot drink. But I will be around tomorrow on twitch.tv/drunkleplays for the Jackbox. Couple of hours. Be sure to come along. It's a good laugh, guys. Good laugh.
And there's the link right there. And speaking of links to channels, Sin, got something for us? Going up?
I got a stream highlight going up. I did not have time to record anything today, so you'll get a stream light here in a minute.
Cool. A AAA stream or a Tucker stream or a
Sunday.
Nice. Fat Lady stream with Mrs. Sin.
Yes. Indeed.
Whoa.
This is the subject. Fuck off. Don't get me in hot water, you son of a bitch.
Stop poking paintings.
I've been exonerated. I think if we've come away from one
you
thing today,
haven't,
understanding is Polly did nothing wrong.
Probably
Yeah,
did
fair
something
enough.
wrong. It's just not as bad as carving your initials into the actual Colosseum.
Drunkle knows what he did. He's just trying to distract.
Yeah, I agree.
What did I do?
So I'd like to
You know
thank
what
it.
you do.
I don't know what I don't know. That's why I'm asking. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Enlighten me.
You know what you did.
You fucking piece of shit.
We don't talk about it in polite company.
I'm going to do something now.
Again?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
More.
More what?
More of the same.
You played that goddamn game. That's what you did.
That's what goddamn right I did.
Boom.
I'll tell you what I didn't do. Put my hand on a painting.
See?
Catholic Cat knows what you did.
Okay, so if it knows what I did, why is it looking at Sinatra right now?
No, it's staring right at you, man. Can't you feel it? Look at the judgment.
No, it's not looking at me. I'm actually.
It's staring at me with empathy. It's staring at you with contempt.
Mate, it's a Catholic. It doesn't have empathy.
Catholic?
Yeah, there's something there, isn't there? We'll get back to you on that, chat.
I'd like to thank everybody who donated. You guys are awesome. Best freaking chat online, and it is greatly appreciated. Had a good time today. Drunkle Sinatra, thank you for staying for the long show. Greatly appreciated. Fun times. But if you just can't wait to hear us ramble and talk, we got a full catalog on everyone's channel. You can go back and watch the previous shows. Algorithm guy has been watching the previous shows, and he's in the comments section talking about, I love watching this old shit. Yeah, it's weird seeing just double digit, like episode 68, people are still watching, which is pretty cool. But speaking of, adding to our catalog, Drunkle, where are they going to find us next for episode 370?
Before I get into that, I just
Yes,
got
370.
Just gotta take a little look at Plague Trucker Zach right there. It says, Drunkle, you realise I'm more of a YouTuber than you are at this point.
It's true.
Until I realise that my old videos still get more views than your new ones. We'll be back on Friday on the Silent Sin channel at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. Central, on 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island, Pollybobs.
Beautiful.
I love you, Zach.
Once again, we will see you over there, guys. Thank you, and have a good night.
Later.